Trinidad, Tobago. Excellent. I want to dance with you. You make me feel so good. I love how you rock my world. This long overdue. Because I wanna be your lifeline forever, every day. I pray. Hold on, no matter if life hard in the darkest days. Love on the moonlight forever in the stars. I say, come let me dance from night time till the morning rays. Because I wanna be your lifeline forever, 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 forever. I wanna be your lifeline forever, 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 forever. I wanna be your lifeline forever, 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 forever. I wanna be your lifeline forever, forever. We never ever go forever, and we keep on holding on, and we keep on holding on. Lifelines, so we keep on holding on, holding on. So we keep on holding on, holding on. We keep on holding on, holding on. So we keep on holding on. One time, I know better roads said the life is rough. Cause we shall be everywhere with respect and trust. I down to my heart so the clock can't stop. And if I miss a beat, call for Dr. Love. Cupid, shoot a arrow, never miss one shot. Promise I never share an elastic bus. See me step in your temple. Introduce for all of that December. Lifeline forever, every day. I pray. Hold on, no matter if life hard in the darkest days. Love on the moonlight forever in the stars. I say, come let me dance from night time till the morning rays. Because I wanna be your lifeline forever, 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 forever. I wanna be your lifeline forever, 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 forever. I wanna be your lifeline forever, 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 forever. I wanna be your lifeline forever, forever. We never ever go forever, and we keep on holding on, and we keep on holding on. Lifeline, so we keep on holding on, holding on. So we keep on holding on, holding on. We keep on holding on, holding on. So we keep on holding on. One time. Night time till the morning rays.
It's your favorite Bayesian.
Everybody stand up.
Pretty. Oh, 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 oh. Do you want to take a ride on this rocket, baby? Tano. Tell me, baby, do you see it? Fireworks in the sky when we waves combine. How come nobody tell me you so good? I feel like I finally found my place in life. And from where I'm standing, I love the view. You stole my attention by the way you flinging up that waist. Your eyes filled with passion. I know you are giving it all to me. Mission control, I know what you waiting for, girl. Suit up and come take a ride on this rocket, baby. Promise we gon' find a way to fly away. I know you want take a ride on this rocket, baby. I don't want you behind, I need you in front of me. So come let me take a ride on the rocket, rocket, low, bend down and rocket, to fro, bend down and rocket. You know you want to take a ride on the rocket, rocket, low, bend down and rocket, to fro, bend down and rocket. You know you want to take a ride on the rocket, baby. Ooh, one wine, girl, all I need is just one wine, and you'll be calling me whole night, and make it say ooh, a little faster. That waistline cause natural disaster. Make you wet up the place. What's up? Send you to outer space. NASA, you stole my attention by the way you flinging up that waist. Your eyes
For this type of wine, you're not gonna need no insurance. All you need is plenty vibes and a little endurance. And we could go all night, I want you tonight, I wanna see your eyes roll up. I wanna see your toes curl up. And we could go all night, I want you tonight,
Explicit, boy.
Bring my money for me, bring my money for me, yo. Bring my money for me, bring my money for me.
You better pay me and vex with me. I want all of me money, right now. You better pay me and vex. I run out of patience, go and call the check.
Just pay me and vex with me. I want all of my money, right now. All of my money right now. Everybody know how long you owe me. So what you vex for? You vex for?
You not none to show me that.
So what you vex for? You vex for?
Send my money come.
Send my money come. Bring my money come. Bring my money come.
Oh, I tired of excuse and patience for lose. Just pay me my money. People ungrateful, no matter what you do, just pay me my money. I want all my money, all my money. You pay me my money, man pay me my money.
Oh, you better bring my money come. 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 Bring my money for me. Bring my money for me. Yo, bring my money for me. Bring my money for.
You better pay me and vex with me. I want all of me money, right now. You better pay me and vex. I run out of patience, go and call the check.
Just pay me and vex with me. I want all of me money, right now. All of me money right now. Everybody know how long you owe me. So what you vex for? You vex for?
You not none to show me that.
So what you vex for? You vex for?
Send my money come.
Send my money come. Bring my money come. Bring my money come.
You owe me since last year, man, not the next day. Just pay me kin money. Talk all you want and puff up your face. Just pay me kin money. I want all my money, all my money. Man, pay me my money. Yo, pay me my money.
Oh, you better bring my money come. 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 Bring my money for me. Bring my money for me. Yo, bring my money for me. Bring my money for.
You better pay me and vex with me. I want all of me money, right now. You better pay me and vex. I run out of patience, go and call the check.
Just pay me and vex with me. I want all of me money, right now. All of me money right now. Everybody know how long you owe me. So what you vex for? You vex for?
You not none to show me that.
So what you vex for? You vex for?
Send my money come.
Send my money come. Bring my money come. Bring my money come. Bring my money for me. Bring my money for me. Yo, bring my money for me. Bring my money for me.
When you hear the rhythm and the iron and the man where the Congo drum, it's the vibes in the session when we jam into the steel bun. Come on, join the line, grab your bottle and spoon. It's a party in the engine room. In the engine room we go jam it steady. In the engine room we go get on wassy. In the meantime, why don't you join the line, grab your bottle and spoon, and come let we party in the engine room. Ooh, yeah. Well, how else we will survive if we don't create a vibe? This is a big part of the life. The soca must live and never die. In this party atmosphere, so sweet that I can't describe. So all the artists you must be here, cause without an engine, can't start, so we cannot drive. No oxygen tank, we can dipsy dive, so we got to come together. run me down when you see them. Get this song when you're ready. Ready when the end of the man with the Congo jam. It's a vibe in the session when we jam into the steel pan. Come on, join the line, grab your bottle and spoon. It's a party in the engine room.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
All right. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to Island Girl Talk. It's your Island Girls.
She don't turn.
I'm Krystal Khayne.
Trinidad Shawna.
Neicy. Oh, you hear my voice coming back.
You guys know it is Guys Perspective. Today, the last Wednesday of the month. So as always, we have a male co-host in the house. Big up Daniel Loveless.
Yeah, man.
What you know about that? What you know about that?
Inside.
Mr. What you know himself is in the house. Shades and all, boy.
Yeah, what you mean?
You know,
This
in
is
the king,
swag.
we thought you were going to wear your king
You thought so?
pendant
Yeah.
today.
Actually, I have it in the car, you know.
It's how he came in the room and
Yes.
the whole room that's smelling good on you.
Yes, of course,
Like the room
boy.
just
He just come to, you know,
The way
spread
a
the
man's
aroma.
supposed to smell, boy. This boy have a girlfriend, huh? Charlotte, we are not trying to fight.
Yes, we do
Right? We just
apologize.
admiring from a
I compliment
distance.
never hurt nobody, man. Come now, man.
nah.
Right? Do what Charlotte's like, you know. Right? When we bad like crap. Right? Bad like
We
crap.
Alex.
Yes, I. So how you going, honey?
I good, happy to be here. You know, I was really
Yes.
excited to do this podcast because
Absolutely.
you know, when I met you guys in the party, I
Took
think
each
was in
other.
real good vibes.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been telling everyone I'm excited to be here.
Nice to hear that because we've been a fan of what you know for as long as it's been
Thank
on
you.
the scene.
Thank you
know
so
what I'm
much, yeah.
saying? So today, well, guys, before we get into it, remember to like and share the live, but like it up. The more the merrier. And
Exactly.
of course, if you want to join the conversation, you can get us at 4664 O.U.R. That's 4664687. And for any up and coming artists out there, if you want to hear your music played on the platform, feel free to email us at music@OURradio.fm. Again, music@OURradio.fm. Send us your music and we play it. All right?
run tunes.
I.
We're running tunes.
Right,
Yes,
we
running
getting
tunes
right
today.
into it, you know, because you
Yes.
know, Mr. What you know, we had to wait on him, but I mean, with that grand entrance, it was worth it.
Right? Well
It was
done.
worth
Well
it.
done. Well done.
And guys, you will get to hear about Daniel and like
Yes.
throughout the show. But right now, we want to talk about.
What we want to talk about?
We want to talk about. We want to get his perspective
We're gonna
of
be,
what he knows.
Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna be talking to Daniel to get all his opinions and his perspective on certain random questions we have prepared for him
I
geared
ready.
toward men, right? And we really wanna, you know, today you are the representative for the men,
Of the men,
today
yeah.
and our sounding board, right?
Okay.
As women in an effort to learn more about our men and that kind of thing.
With great power comes great
Yes,
responsibility.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
I like that.
Should I start first? Who wants
Yeah,
to
you
go
go through
first?
first. You go through first.
Right, I'm not asking in any particular
No.
order.
Ask how you feel.
I want to go right in with the spiciness.
Right.
Right? Daniel,
Tell me.
what you know about sex, boy?
Well,
What you know about sex?
is
I ain't
what-
finished.
All right, go
I ain't finished. What you know about sex? I want to know. We want to know just how important is it in a relationship to have sex, and can it make or break the relationship, and if so, why? Right? You know, we want. These is what we want you to get into. Do you think men have an insatiable appetite for sex that cannot be quenched? You know, and is there ever a time
When it
that
can be
men
quenched?
just don't feel for sex? Then?
Right.
You know, just how important is sex to the typical average man?
I think it is very important, and I mean, if you begin the relationship and you start having sex after some time,
With that camera on our boy,
it I think it's really important, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes men just be tired too sometimes.
Oh gosh.
And the
Yes.
woman just want to go and go and go and go and go. But I definitely think that our thirst can be quenched.
All right.
Thirst
Okay.
can be quenched. You know, I think with sex
When,
you need
boy?
to you had to have some kind of schedule going. Maybe not like something that you
schedule.
like you actually put in your Google Calendar and
Right,
like that.
Yeah,
But you know,
get too routine.
yeah, frequencies, you know.
Right.
So I think that it is definitely important, and you just got to know the balance, you know.
Okay.
Not too little bit, not too much over the top, you know, but just in the right time, in the right proportions.
All right.
And
Does that
see,
have a
sense.
lot to do with like the compatibility of the couple in sense of, as you said, like not too much, not too like, for instance, like say the man wants to have like a lot of sex and the female she don't really care for it, but you're allowed to find that
Right.
common ground to meet up.
Well-
Where both parties being satisfied.
Well, what I realize is that foreplay is important as well. You know, the lead up before. So sometimes you can't just rush straight
Rush the
into
rush.
it. Now.
Right.
So even if
But
you
is it
have,
for you or for the woman? What do you think?
I think it's more for the woman. I think that women kind of more value that whole foreplay side of
to
things.
get
Yes.
into
Over
the
men.
mood. Never underestimate the power of a nice little rub down. Huh?
Yes,
I'm just saying.
So that definitely helps, because sometimes even if the woman not in the mood,
Yeah.
you know, you could bring her in the mood now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Mr. What you know nothing.
Yes, of course.
Mr. What you know
That's the job,
nothing.
you know, that's
the
So
job.
now
Nothing.
we ask him, so what do you suggest a man should do
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get a woman
Oh,
in
gosh,
the
yes,
mood?
but then
It's
he
that kind of conversation
No, boy,
today.
that, oh, gosh. Krystal, I'm going to bite my pear here.
Well, I think firstly is understanding the female that you're dealing with,
Anatomy.
and understanding what she likes, what she doesn't like. You know, in my case, you know, sometimes a little touches, you know, a little snuggle, a little go up under the person, you know, a little touch up the thighs, and you know, just kind of pour the S now. You know, to let them know.
Okay, stop it, Chris. Stop it, Chris.
But then go the days you just get straight into it.
Right.
Straight into it.
So
No.
it have some days that you will get straight into
Yes,
it.
straight into it, you know.
Straight
Because
into the back of
sometimes foreplay is overrated.
Yes.
You know, I
Yes.
agree with that.
Of course, same thing here.
Yes, I. Papa, yo. All right.
My apologies.
Come down from there.
So, you think that women should not get offended if we get a little breeze occasionally?
I think so, because you see, it's kind of like understanding, you know, what going on with the man as well now. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, let's say you have a long day,
Yeah.
and you're doing so many other things, and you're thinking of so many other things, you know.
Yeah.
Women need to sometimes not be offended and realize that let's not take it into the place where you think that you're not beautiful, or you think that you're not enough.
I
And
like the consideration.
yeah.
So when all you get the brace, it's cool too, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
I just make sure we're on the
It's
same
cool,
page.
but not too much.
Yeah. Follow it.
Indeed. Guys in the chat room, feel free to send in your questions. Today we taxing Daniel.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking to him about all kinds of things pertaining to men. If you have a question, feel free. He's going to be our sounding board today and the men's representative.
And
So
we are already
feel
learning
free.
things.
Yes.
Right?
We are already learning
things.
things.
I have another question,
What
but
you
this
have?
one is a little bit more deep, right?
Uh-huh.
I want to know how you feel about men asking for help. You know, because a lot of men feel like asking for help is a sign of weakness. Do you feel that way? Is it okay to ask for mental or even financial help? Like, how you feel about men, you know, asking for help?
I think that generally, you know, society has programmed us into thinking that, you know, we shouldn't ask for help. My coping mechanism as a man, I like to study things. So, you know, if I'm having a problem, I'll read a book, or I will try to then find a video on it, etc. But I don't think that asking for help is a sign of weakness, although I may not ask for help because I have other ways of dealing with, you know, my things that I may have on my mind. But I think that, you know, society should welcome men, you know, being able to talk about
Because
their emotions.
you know,
and-
I've been seeing more and more things in my, you know, online about men and mental health and the fact that we are not sensitive to it, and that is why men don't reach out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get the help, the emotional assistance and the mental assistance that they need, because you know, macho is this stereotype, they have to live up
Right.
to it, but everybody's human, and men cry and men get emotional and men need assistance, you know, to deal with stuff, and we should have that window or door open to them, you know, so that they can feel comfortable reaching out to someone and saying, listen, I'm under pressure, help me out. You know, that should be the norm.
But
you know?
I did see, you have those, as you use the word macho just now, and have those macho men who feel otherwise.
Right.
And I saw some men complaining like, why we softening the generation?
Yeah.
When they fall down, we want to pamper them. We need men to be men. That's their duties at the end of the day. So
what I think could help with that is that us men relying on men to confide in and having that conversation. Because I think that in my experience, usually when I link up with a brethren or I see a brethren, you just be like, hey, what going on? You good, bro? But sometimes asking the right questions. Like I had a brethren the other day and I say, how your relationship really going? Things good? You're happy in there? And then that just opened up a space where he's like, boy, this girl and this and that. And he started to like talk. And then when he started to talk and kind of like pour out his emotions as to how he was really feeling, we were able to come up with a solution because we had some similarities. Like, sometimes I just feel that way too. So probably you could try this. Probably you could do this. So I think that having the right conversation sometimes could help with that and not trying to have generic questions asked. Like,
so it's like a brotherhood. Like, you create a brotherhood for that kind of support.
Yes.
I like that. That makes sense. Because before you go on, I saw too that a guy was saying, when men open up to women and they be emotional and stuff, the women treat them like dogs and run them. So they're like, why are we doing it? As if they're weak.
I don't think there's always a good idea.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion because women are naturally very emotional beings, a little more than men. Yeah. So sometimes putting that onto them, especially if you're dealing with a female who is not all the way there in herself. So it's like not all women, but if you're dealing with a woman who all the way there in terms of her self-development or her self-awareness, then probably she could understand. But if she's not there and she's dealing with stuff with herself, if she's worse than you, then
I have a confession to make. I have found, and probably still to some degree, I may have an issue with what I consider to be weak men.
Right.
But let me explain. It doesn't have to do with crying and talking about problems, right? Come to me, cry. That I love. Is he a man that can express himself and be emotional and be vulnerable? To me, it's the most sexiest thing. It's just lovely. I love
made it clear she likes bright eyes.
No, that's not it. I like men that are in touch with their emotions, no matter what that emotion may be. What I have an issue with is a man that may come to me with a problem, but is crumbling under the pressure.
Right.
No. Let's talk and find a solution. Forward momentum. I need strength in that area where, okay, there's a problem. Let me see where I could pitch in. Let's see where let's troubleshoot and get to the solution.
You're
see the people, they see the men who does it like, woe is me, and they put their hands up in the air and
pressure.
And they just want to complain but with no resolution. In mind, I gone.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that at all. You're not gonna, and that is what I consider weakness in a man.
Yes.
Not the emotional part. Be emotional. Just if there's an issue, do not crumble. You come to me with the issue. Let's fix it.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And so that is what I've had to deal with that a couple times in during relationships, and I was like, I bounced.
You gone?
I can't deal with that. Like we either fix it. Right, but if you want to stay there and waddle in the mud,
you do you.
I go on.
You do you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
Neicy said she had one. Neicy, you ready for that?
You ready?
Deep do it. Let me make it a little lighter.
Yes. What's the answer? Talk to me.
So my question has to do with what men think or what you know about men when it comes to females and their looks. We want to know just how much do you think a woman looks matters to the average, typical man. Looks everything? Or 90%?
What you know?
90%. Typical.
You put every spot today, Daniel.
It's not everything, but it kind of matters how you keep yourself. You know, I think that everybody is unique in how they look. You know, everybody had different skin color, different hair type, etc. But it matters in how you keep yourself. So I more
the upkeep.
Yes, I more look at the upkeep versus the external look.
Right.
So it's like the things that are on you. You know, probably your nails or your
you
smell.
The boy girl,
you know,
she on point.
She up there.
Pick up you. She up there. Is she watching today?
I think so. Yeah, she is.
Big
Yeah.
up you.
I think that is like a really, really good way that you explained it, because a lot of men would say, you know, most men, okay, they, for instance, they want the trophy wife or the eye candy, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
but not everybody have access to that.
Yes.
And that's okay. But at the same time, the female that you have in your arm, you want to know that you could still step in a room and feel comfortable with who's ever on your arm.
You're right,
and
yeah.
she's able to, as you say, like work with what she have.
Yeah.
And make the best of it.
You're right. You're right.
Confidence is everything.
Yes,
Confidence is
damn right. Yeah.
Confidence is everything. Yes,
So I like that. I like that.
I've got one. Right, so far you're doing well.
Yeah. I think so. I think I'm doing good.
well, and we're making good time.
And our peeps in the chat is enjoying him. Chris,
Actually,
we can't
yes.
leave them.
We gotta talk.
It is gone bad
Yeah.
It is gone
All
bad.
right, we have Wanky in the house saying a reach.
Yeah, man.
Adina is saying woohoo, big up Danielle for my
Yes.
whole life. I'm wishing to meet Daniel on the street.
Oh, Lord.
But I was afraid when I do see him that he asked me some question and I don't know and I look bad.
I'll be in Arima today. So
Daniel, you know, we have some footage of you, but we were trying to get it in time for this day.
serious.
We actually asked Daniel.
Yeah.
And he did answer something.
I can't even remember. I was drunk.
We asked him how much so Coachella.
How
it's-
old?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how-
Yeah. And I had it wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
But he made
That
a
is
good guess.
cool,
He
you
was
know.
close.
Yes,
Yes, he
that
said
is
3.
He
cool.
was
Yeah.
close.
We
We
couldn't
didn't
the answer.
And was what?
You said 3 and it was the fourth.
Fourth, okay,
But
good.
let's let you know we're gonna pimp
We
out
will
that
make
footage.
you out.
Right. Good.
Pimp out that footage.
He don't mind because he was so content with
gosh.
learning something new.
Indeed. We have Straight Talk saying this 2 times a week will not work. What do you mean 2 times
He
a
thinks
week?
the
I think
episode
it's
is
the-
2 times. So
Oh, no,
Oh.
no,
I
it's a
thought
week.
supposed to refer to
What are you
You think
referring
it's
to?
2?
Huh?
he was referring to the SEX.
SE. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
My bad.
no.
Oh.
Well, then I on board with that. 2 times a week will not work.
Not work.
Right? Landell is saying Danielle is on point. He is experienced. And
Yeah.
great show to all the girls and the host
Talk
of
now.
Island Girls Talk. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
He
Dan.
goes on to say men need to talk out more so that they don't get emotional breakdown and they should get the help that they need.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
makes men get volatile, especially the mentally unsound ones, because they can't cope with all that's going on
In
and
your
they need to
mind.
lash
In the
out in
head.
some way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have Vanessa Moore. Was she new or did
She sounds
she
new.
sounds more or less new. She said, I love the topics you ladies touch on. Asking for help is actually a sign of strength and it helps one to grow from whatever the situation may be. Indeed. And lastly, we have Fire Wolfman saying, greetings, ladies, everyone, and Mr. Loveless.
Yeah, man.
Blessings in the house. All right, Daniel, you
Is
ready
that
for
your
my
real
question?
name?
Daniel Roberts
Loveless.
is actually my real name. I
You
usually
know,
tell
I-
people, but you know, it's a safe space. Yeah.
I had
You-
to ask now.
So how come that though?
The
Yes.
Loveless.
There was a little promotional group when I was a teenager, and the name of it was Loveless Promotions, and they used to throw little parties and stuff, and everyone adopted that name, but I just kept the name
Yeah.
over the years.
Because in doing up the stories yesterday, I found myself putting Loveless.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I knew somebody called Loveless.
Yeah, they
as well.
always do
And
that.
then
Yeah.
Before I press click to post,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not sure that right. And I go on and Google his name,
Yeah.
the spelling, and I was like, oh shit,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Listen to
You
me.
find that a lot in the entertainment space because, just so you know, Trinidad Shawna, like her real name is in Trinidad.
Right.
Yeah. You didn't know.
Yeah.
You didn't
No,
know.
I'm glad you told me that now. I never.
Yeah, we know.
need to put that
He would have
out
Yeah,
never
Trinidad
figured
is not
that
my
out.
first name, you know,
Right.
and
For
Shawna
sure.
is not my last name, but you know, at least you know now.
No, I know.
All right, Mr. What you know? What you know about men holding a grudge? Is it true that men don't take things personally, or is that just bullshit? Is that BS?
You know,
I think some things we take personally. Yeah.
really?
Some things we.
Drop
oh.
it.
Care to give an example? Exactly. Tell me the thing. Care to give an example? Like, what would you
Oh,
just
Lord.
brush by the side? Like, because we know that with fellas, when all they get away, boy, it's amazing. Like, if you get away, maybe even fight,
Yeah.
and then come like not even a month later, you're like, yeah, man, I
Now you
over
gonna
that.
sweat.
I over that. Let me
Now
go
you
and take a
gonna
sweat.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably the same week.
Check the online
Yeah, the same week, but as females, we could hold a grudge.
Yeah.
Tell us, is that true or is it BS?
Yeah,
and
you
what
know.
would cause you to hold the grudge?
What would cause me to hold a grudge? What would cause a man to hold a grudge? The seats that I got a little uncomfortable here, boy.
You love it.
I mean, I think that probably telling a man that you probably wouldn't want him to do something and then you doing the same thing along the same lines of that. I think that is something that could cause a man to hold a grudge, and I see it happening with a lot of brethren, a lot of friends, a lot of males out here where females have these things that they wouldn't want their significant other to do, whether that be probably talk to let's say an ex or something like that. And then they find out that female probably talking to her ex. So you realize that, so it's like, why would you not want me to do something? But you, so I think that is something that, yeah. And I think that when we as men get an opportunity to say, I catch you, or you didn't want me to do this and you do this, I think we really hold on to that because of the fact how much emotions we usually suppress.
Right.
So I think that opportunity is taken to now hold a grudge.
Indeed. I can understand that too, because let me tell you something. You do that to a fella, that's grounds to get butter, you're going and you get one. Right? Don't ask the man to not talk to his ex and then you're talking to about 5 of your exes. Keeping them like spare tires.
Yeah.
Get one. Right? And don't beat up either when they get one.
Don't beat up.
Fair. Ladies.
As we on that topic, right? This is I'm kind of curious. I want to know what you know about attraction in terms of you feeling attracted to other women, and how do you control it as a man, because you're in the industry, and how do you control and tame yourself, and what do you have in your mind as at this level of maturity to get about doing that kind of things? Advise the other people and them now, because
like men's ability to control themselves around women. Do you think that typically men have that control?
Yeah.
No. Let's just start there. No, because judging from friendships, judging from people I know, just generally no. But how I deal with it is just accepting it for what it is, like realizing that all right, you have somebody there and they're beautiful, they're nice, we have a nice little boomsy going on, a nice little body going on, but it's just that, and it doesn't need to be taken further from that, and kind of value in what you have. I mean, if you're in a relationship and you're kind of contented in your relationship, you're happy with what you have, kind of allowing that 1 minute of attraction. It's like you never really know what's on the other side now. So it's just like my way of dealing with it, and my advice for anyone dealing with something like that is just for accept it for what it is. You always see beautiful women in all shapes, forms, sizes, the different tier types, etc. But if you're in a relationship and that is where if your values are to control yourself, then fine. And then I am also sort of like I don't want to say an advocate, but I want to say like I am also for a man who says that I don't want to be in a relationship and I probably
want to play the field.
I like, because rather than be with someone and
be honest.
So
I respect that. I think a lot of men underestimate women. I mean, they have some women who will be like, I'm okay with it, and then they try to catch feelings. But then I do think it's healthy for a man to state up front and be clear. I don't want a relationship. If we're doing this, it has to be open. But he also has to be okay with her seeing other people too.
Yes, you're right.
And you'll just commit to practicing safe sex.
Correct.
I wanted to just capitalize on Shawna's question because recently, like a few weeks ago, I have this person that I do business with, and he was talking about women and the way they dress. And I guess the whole carnival season, like he heard a topic on it on the radio somewhere, and he was putting the onus on women and saying, you dress like that, don't be surprised if you get assaulted. And that's some deep fight. That's some fighting words. So and
Chris almost fought.
And I said to him, and he used the word RAPE, right? He used that word. And I said, so let me ask. He said, so if a woman there naked in the road and a man is going to want to touch her, or if a man is robbing a house and the woman is naked in the bed, is her fault she got raped, And I said to him, let me ask you something. So if I happen to be standing here naked in front of you, would you rape me? And I look him dead in the eyes. He hesitated. That told me everything I needed to know.
Yeah.
Never will I be in a room alone with that said individual.
Wow.
Literally, he you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just it's pause for thought. It caused me to stop and think like men really don't have control, boy. You know? Let's say some woman is devastated. She's now running away from an attacker and she's hiding in a drain somewhere and her clothes are ripped or whatever. And she gets away from the attacker.
To run
but
into the
another
another-
man
Yeah,
comes and sees her in distress.
Does it imply,
Is-
you know?
Is it really to the point where a man don't have control where she had to be fearful of that
as
new man
well,
too? She
yeah.
can't ask that man for help. Like we need to be able to be safe. You know, that poll that was run over and over when asking women what would they do if we could go one day, 24 hours without men.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I
And
saw
most
that.
women said
And the responses were sad.
overwhelming,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
that they would go and take a walk at night.
Yeah, they would do
Simple
certain
things.
that,
You know, I would want to go in the middle of the savannah in the middle of the night and look up at the stars. That's something I always wanted to do.
Wow.
I will never do that now.
Yeah, nah.
You know? So
No, but I like the point that you brought up with the self-control and even the acceptance. Like a lot of men, I think, they tell themselves a lot of untruths. So when you present it in a situation, instead of being honest with yourself with what that is, so you could set parameters in place to deal with whatever that is bringing to you. You tell yourself, I'm not bothered by that, or I could be faithful, and you're going into stuff knowing your capacity. So the honesty is a big thing. If you know, okay, that is how you feel, but at the same time, you say, as you value, like you know what you value, and having that level of discipline and self-control to know that that is nice, you know, but I don't want to lose this. And the self-control comes into play. And I think a lot of the times when we have these situations is men just don't have control. That self-control, they just don't have that, you know. So
and probably honesty in the beginning to help.
The honesty,
you know,
the honesty. I have a male friend who said that, like, when he gets in a relationship, he basically creates like boundaries with female friends. Because he don't want to be
himself
in a situation with
like
some
that.
So you're not gonna, like, for instance, if I'm single and you need a job somewhere, you could call me. But if I'm in a relationship, don't call me to trouble. He knows, like.
And I also agree with that point as well. You should try at least to not put yourself in specific
in
situations.
these things and then think that, okay, well, I have the mental fortitude. No.
So I want to spin on that too as well and ask you another question. At the end of the day, you know, we could speak of all these noble acts, so, you know, but at the end of the day, we boil down to being humans, right? So this is something that I always talk with myself for a long while. So I want to get your take on it, which is, I am somebody who prides myself on honesty. Like, if you lie to me, what's your truth? Like, I rather you come to me, like, just be honest. But I spoke to one of my friends' mom, which is a mature woman, married for so many years. She says, if by chance you ever get yourself involved in something or the man gets it, she's never take it to your husband. Hear me? What? I was real shocked to hear that now. I said, what you mean no take it? She said, sometimes you take it to the Lord in prayer. Because so, like,
you ain't got to deal with that.
Right. So I started to talk with myself like, honesty or silence, you know? So give me your views on that. What you think? You think you could be honest about it and work through it, and that honesty and knowing where both of you all are at mentally and stuff could work? Or you feel better you be hush and nobody know? And you know,
in terms of being unfaithful, like
if you get yourself in a jam, what's your thoughts on that?
This is a.
If I get myself in a jam,
take a minute. This is a tricky question.
Right. Boy.
Yeah, like we talked about that one.
Girlfriend, log off. You see that?
Oh gosh, Daddy.
Yeah, make my breathing there.
Shawna. Well, you see, the thing is, I am all torn. You know? Because it is literally something that I'm in a space where I'm like,
what you gonna do?
Like, if I end up in a situation, I'm not saying that I am or I will, but if by chance life happens, what would be the better approach? Should I continue being on that level where, you know we're making mistakes, we know we are humans, or should I just
Speaking
after that?
Speaking on 80% of the population,
right.
You know, I think that most people would not be honest about it.
Well, what would you do?
Not get myself in a job. Not get myself in a job.
Let me help you out a little bit, Daniel.
Go through, Chris.
If it were you,
yeah,
you would want to know.
Yeah.
If it were me, I would want to know if he cheated. And you know what I mean? You would want to know. You wouldn't want to feel like you're living a lie.
Yeah.
And for that reason only, I would say it. I would
Right.
tell.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I would tell. I would be like, I effed up.
Yeah.
If you want to break up with me after this, I understand. I don't want to lose you. But I did shit, and you deserve to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And put the
yeah.
ball in their court.
But
Because I wouldn't be able to deal with it if it was me.
Shawna, what would you do?
I won't do it to somebody
That's
else.
what I say. I torn for so much,
Right.
so long now. I'm
Shawna
torn.
wants honesty,
And
but
then-
torn.
Then what I'm thinking too is a lot of times as women we say we want to know, but could we handle that, man? You know what I mean? Like I want to know, but then I have to ask myself.
You have to
but
deal with it.
if I hear something, it's just like this. So I have a boyfriend and I don't ever pick up his phone and go through it. Never.
You don't do it.
Ever. I've never done it.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't do it.
The phone is there. I will never do it. And again, it could have things in the phone, but I don't want to know. And if I know, would I be able to handle it? So again, that's why I say that it have me in like a torn position where I don't even know if
But
should be a
it shouldn't be.
talk thing or
It shouldn't be
quiet
up
thing
to
and-
you to know on your own. It should be up to him to
Him
tell
to-
you,
yeah,
and that's
right.
what we're disputing now. You would want him to tell you if something went down.
Yeah.
You understand?
And then would that change the
think
dynamic of the
that
relationship?
It would.
depends on the maturity of the both of
Person.
you all and the strength of your relationship.
Yeah.
So for me,
You have to let it do what it does.
for
You
me,
know?
Saved and sanctified, Neicy, logging in. Yeah, go through Neicy.
Nah, honestly, like I would want to know, but not for the reasons. Well, like just for knowing sake, like just to hold it over your head or nothing.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in a relationship with you and say something happened, I want to know what led up to that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to know
yeah.
to kind of understand. Okay, is it something that we need to?
She wants the forensic science.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the thing. Like, I want to know because, for instance, like if I'm with you and I probably wasn't doing what I needed to do, and that left an opening in the relationship, I want to know so I could
Yeah.
improve. But if it's just you just being greedy, I want to know I deal with a guy that has no self control.
But that's
I still don't think
that's
that's an excuse, huh? Even
no, but I'm just saying
yeah.
I would want to know what's the motive. I'm
Yeah.
not too concerned on.
you just want to make sure it's not you.
The situation. No, not even that. Because sometimes, like, you might know your tendency until you present it in a situation.
Yeah.
Then now this happened. What are you going to do about it? You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can't just sit on the outside and just say, okay, well, if I was in a situation, I'd do this, that, the next. Sometimes you actually have to be in a situation
Yeah.
to know what you're going to do. So
Yeah.
now that this presents itself and we in a committed relationship, if I decide to forgive or whatever, what are you as a man going to do to not allow this to be an
happen
ongoing
again.
thing? So sometimes for me, I want to know just to understand the mindset of
Yeah.
how it came to be, and also how do you deal with things like that moving forward. You know,
Indeed.
so,
It's a
Ladies
nice way
and
to look at it.
Yes. Ladies and gents in the chat room, what say you? We want to know. We have a couple, you know, Daniel. We have Dennis T in the house. Dennis, pick up you. He says, Trini men do not horn.
I agree, brother.
So
I
we
agree.
really, that's the end of
Never.
the lies. Trini men do not horn. So we really do not have any context for this convo.
I should have said that.
What was he mean? Lie. I can't remember.
Lie. If you lie again,
you know
of
how
course,
Maury just say, and that was a lie.
Yeah.
was a lie. Dennis, feel free to call in, you know.
Yeah.
All right. I want to ask him
Dennis
one more
is a
before
good
we
boy,
go to
according to him.
Yeah. Can we ask one more before we go to commercial?
Yes.
All right. I want to know, do you think that a man's value is determined, right, by what he does and how much he earns?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do tell.
Yeah. I mean, again, programming,
Because
boy.
it's our real women, or they were broke, man. They love like dove.
Yeah, but that's not all.
You know?
You think that's
But,
majority?
Yeah.
No, I just want to hear.
Define broke.
Go ahead,
Again, I
Daniel.
mean, it's all dependent on who you're dealing with. You know, all dependent on the character. But I just think that in most cases, it
does.
is what
It
it is.
does.
Yeah.
It does. Because
And
even
you
if,
say we were programmed that way, you think it's like a cultural something?
well, by nature.
Yeah, you know, and with the uprise of social media and you know, just social media
Yeah.
have a big part to play.
Yeah.
And just
in
going
it.
way
Everybody
back by nature.
broadcasting.
Indeed.
You know.
And by nature of going all the way back, men are the providers.
Yeah.
You know, they are the protectors, the providers. They're supposed to be responsible for the
Yeah.
upkeep and the well-being of
Because
the family.
a lot of
you know.
Like if a man is not holding up those rules, like he doesn't feel like he has an identity. You see that within society a lot of times. I even saw this show where the woman was the breadwinner, but or as much as she was making more money because of the job that she had and the perks that came with that, the man was still the person making the decisions about that. And it was a very interesting dynamic.
Wow.
Because
I think that's okay.
Yeah, like she was the one, and he would decide how the money is running in the
Oh,
house.
okay.
And I'm like, at first when I watch it, they'll be
I
like,
read that
"Brr."
woman.
Yeah.
But then I understood it because their dynamic
Yeah.
throughout the show, like he did not feel emasculated. He knew he was still the man, and it wasn't dependent on how much he was bringing in. It was dependent on how she respected him and valued his decision making. Right. You understand? And a lot of times when women make more money, they use that to emasculate a man.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
But also in traditional relationships, so the man is the breadwinner. Sometimes the man bring home the gravy and he's, okay, wifey.
Yeah.
And he's in charge of the finances, what we saving, what we spending on bills, what we putting aside for vacation time, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's basically a give and take and, you know, a mutual respect. And it shouldn't boil down to who making what.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the communication and
also even if you go with somebody who doesn't have money right now, or the man doesn't have money, like I mentioned in a previous episode, have ambition.
Yeah.
Because you gotta build something.
Yes. Yeah. You could not have the money, but
You might have, you don't have the millions, no.
Yeah.
have the ambition.
But we definitely
Maybe sometime.
going somewhere in that direction.
My friend usually always reference her story because when she got with her boyfriend, he didn't have a job. And it was a lot of hard times for him, but he was ambitious, as you mentioned, and he made a lot out of himself. So I agree with that. Ambition.
I want to try
some
adjective before the ambition.
Yeah, let me
have
know.
active.
Oh, ambition.
Yeah.
Because it's about
Some
a
people
lot
are
of
sleeping
men.
ambition.
A lot of men have
Dreams.
potential and goals and it not doing anything.
Yeah.
But you have
dreams.
it.
Correct.
You have it. So at least be a little active with it. Even if nothing is manifesting now, you should still have a plan and be actively working towards
That's right.
something.
And I just think, you know, to go a step further, like before you even get with someone, it's really done in Caribbean and Trinidad. But, you know, it really had to take time to know that
That's
person
so
and to
true.
understand that person's values, etc. To prevent the conversation from even coming in as like, are you going to be valued by a word? And because if you take the time to even assess that person, you will automatically know if there is some like someone you see yourself being with. Or so if you took that time to do that rather than to get with the person, and then you're with them now, and then the woman realize you broke, or you realize the woman broke, or it's like some kind of thing, and then you don't like it.
Yeah.
But if you took the time to investigate, to
Then
find
you wouldn't
out,
be in the
then you wouldn't
situation.
even be there because you know probably I want a broke woman, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't need to communicate that to her when you're done with her, or she wouldn't need to communicate that like, buy me want a broke man. But if she had take the time to know that you're probably broke, she would not have to tell you that.
Yeah.
Or they just probably might just go separate ways.
I had an
Making
experience in a relationship where a guy actually got upset with me for pushing him towards his goals. And I never experienced that in my life.
You mentioned this
months
ago.
Like, dude was upset at the fact that you say, hey, okay, for instance, you say you want to be a pilot, and I'm the one online looking for schools to help you get your pilot license. And then when I bring this to you, you upset because now you had to act on something that you really don't want to act on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't
But
want
yeah,
to.
but
that's
just a
out there.
dream.
He didn't want to.
That is why I said active, because a lot of people are like, that'll be nice. But if the opportunity presents itself, what you're going to do with it?
Yeah.
And to have somebody be mad at me because you say you want to do A and I say, okay, how are we going to get it done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole different school.
Just to answer that, I saw this quote and I just fall right in that garden. Huh?
This is not the empowerment
I'm
minute.
sorry, Neicy,
Shawna.
but as I hear you there, I saw this quote where somebody said, don't focus on the goal. So from the time I see that, I say, don't focus on the goal. So one time you have my attention, like, what shit you talking?
Yeah.
And then when the man continues now, he said, do not focus on your goal. Focus on yourself and improving yourself so that you can accomplish the goal. And I was like, like according to Oprah, that moment. I was like, this is amazing. Like, I have to take this down. And I actually wrote it down on my phone because it's so true, you know?
Okay.
Indeed. All right, guys. That's it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Oh, I do. I'm feeling good. I feel like I mashed it up.
Like, 8, 9 out of
8, 9.
10.
All right, good.
Full 10. He handled himself. yourself, man. Well, so I'll just go to the chat room. Yeah, and we have a couple announcements to make for you guys. We have Tanisha Cyrus in the house.
Hey, Sissy.
Hey, Tanisha.
She says, yes, Shawna, I'm with you with that. Honesty all the way.
Yeah.
She goes on to say, let me know the truth so I can make an honest decision. Don't blindside me.
Don't
blindside me. Yes. Because the truth will always come out. Honesty all the way. Indeed. Fire Wolfman says, never go through a person's phone. Whatever you find there, you look for that.
Yeah.
But yes, I believe in being
If you
open
want
and
to
honest.
lose weight,
Yes.
Go through my phone.
Right? Right? But be honest in the relationship.
Yeah.
Kwame Weeks, is he new?
Yo, Kwame is
not new.
big.
Hello, Kwame.
Hey, Kwame, what's going on?
You know the comedian who always telling jokes through the...
The
Yes.
friends.
And
Yeah.
I know
The
him.
burglar proof.
Kwame Weeks, big up you. He says
out here.
He says it's also very practical to have a rich man. I trying to secure one for myself. Hilarious. Guys, and with that, we wrap topic of the day with, of course, the effervescent Mr. What You Know himself, Daniel Loveless in the house. Guys, we want to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have more for you. We have a couple pop-up interviews from the ladies of Army Fete, because as you know, O.U.R Radio with Island Girl Talk, we're going to be there too. We're going to be doing some live backstage coverages of the Army Fete, right? We're going to be touching and hitting a few events over the carnival season, so look out for us. Look out for O.U.R Radio. Look out for the other programs, TTNL, the Jammets, and all that jazz. So keep it locked right here to Island Girl Talk on OURradio.fm.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
What you wanna do? Smash. Baby, what you wanna do? Okay. Alright. Baby, tell me, baby, what you wanna do? Baby, what you wanna do? Tonight it's up to you. Come now. Tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Me not go nowhere, all yours, all yours. Let me do a something, let me do a something. Come now. Alright. You know I always on the street, always on the beat, always on the move, looking for the food. Many times I leave you, I know you alone. Enough time I fly you, can't catch you home. Sometimes you vex when I get so busy. This relationship not easy, but tonight it's just you and me. Come now, tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Me not go nowhere, all yours, all yours. Let me do a something, let me do a something. Come now, alright. Come let me rock back, baby. Take a little time, my lady. Tonight is your night, my baby. Let me take a drink now. Come let me rock back, baby. Take a little time, my lady. Tonight is your night, my baby. Anything you wanna do, let me know the vibe. Maybe we could rock back, sip a little wine. If you want to jump out, we could bust a line. Gas up the car, take a little drive. If you want to cruise up by the seaside, make love till we knock out, till we revive, and do it again like couple 3 times. Everything fine, alright. Don't study your best friend, she not happy. Forget the old talk from family. Tonight it's just you and me. Come now, tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Me not go nowhere, all yours, all yours. Let me do a something, let me do a something. Come now, alright.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I got you.
Anywhere you want to go, need to go. Hey. Nade. No matter where. What was that? Hey. I wanna go anywhere. I wanna go anywhere. It don't matter where, just leave the house. Dress up nice, look sweet, be bright. Yeah, anywhere. What was that? I need to cool myself. Cool yourself, mama. I need to calm myself. I get too excited when you check me to go and party. I wanna go anywhere. I wanna go anywhere. It don't matter where, just leave the house. Dress up nice, look sweet, be bright. Yeah, anywhere. And it don't matter where we go. From we reach, we head lash up show. And it don't matter where we go. I'm ready to go now. Yeah. Listen, mine and go down like a scrubbing the floor until my waist can't mine no more. Cock up me foot on the people that call. Oh Lord, come let we go now. I wanna full up me cup with a drink. Come let we organize everything. I wanna fit till I reach to the brink. I'll be up there, yeah. From the time you say party, could be country or could be town. I wanna go anywhere. I wanna go anywhere. It don't matter where, just leave the house. Dress up nice, look sweet, be bright. Yeah, anywhere. And it don't matter where we go. From we reach, we head lash up show. And it don't matter where we go. I'm ready to go now. Yeah. I wanna go anywhere. I wanna go anywhere. It don't matter where, just leave the house. Dress up nice, look sweet, be bright. Yeah, anywhere. I wanna go anywhere. I wanna go. Anywhere.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
You all have it?
Yeah.
I could do the first one?
What
Yes.
after her?
All right. We are back. We were on air, guys. It's your girls. I know you all hate that. Krystal, Khayne,
Bubbles. Trinidad, Shawna.
I swear to God.
Bubbles, please don't sue us. We love your girl.
It's the Island Girls. I'm Krystal, Khayne,
Trinidad, Shawna.
Neicy.
and of course, we have the very awesome Daniel Loveless.
Yes.
From What You Know
Yes.
in the house. And of course, guys, we have a little surprise for you all. As you know, Daniel is co-hosting with us, so he's doing all the due diligence with us.
Yes.
Right? We're waiting on our online guest. 1 second. Like she came off. But
look
guys,
right
as
there,
you
look
know,
at there.
yes, Well, guys, as you know, as mentioned before, Island Girl Talk alongside O.U.R Radio is going to be at Army Fest. Yes, girl. Only have get ready. Ready, only self, you know.
I know I'm get ready as
We didn't have it ready. We
But
can't lie.
soon.
But
soon. It is in the
Yes,
making.
And of course, you know, we were asked to talk to a few of the ladies of the lineup because,
Yeah.
this is a woman's show, so we had to big up the women and them. You know, we have people like Jadelle, Lil Bits,
Yeah.
Fayan Lyons, Nessa Preppy, Patrice Roberts, Nadia Batson, all these fantastic people. But we were lucky enough to get the lovely Jadelle today in the house to do a quick little interview with us as one of the queens of Army Fed. Jadelle, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm hearing little things. I don't know if you could turn up the volume a little bit.
Turn up the
I hear
volume.
you.
turn up the volume.
Turn up the vibe. Yes, Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Nice. Lovely. How are you, darling?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Right.
Exhausted, tired, but I'm at
Yes.
it and I'm grateful.
Thank you for taking the time to chat with us briefly. You know, we have
Yes.
Daniel Loveless right here. Yes, for that camera.
Hi,
Daniel, you
Daniel.
seen him? Yes, Right. So, Jada, we just want to know, talk to us a little bit and tell us about how you're preparing for Army Fest. Because you know Army Fest is
It's
one of the
pace.
fests and it's pace. Like Neicy said.
Yeah.
Right? So tell us what you're doing to get in a gear.
All right, definitely. I mean, my outfit, it has to be proper. You know?
Indeed.
I can't
So,
wait to see it.
I have a designer, Stefan. He's designing my army outfit. So I'm waiting. It's supposed to be a surprise. So I'm waiting to see. I have a dancers in a gear. You know, I'll be back by the 18 band.
Oh.
And look out for a show. A
Lovely.
Shake Up Your Body Girl show. Okay? And a Up in the Party show.
All in no
Definitely. I'm very excited. There's a big platform. I have the safest sweat. So your girl Jada will be performing.
Any
loud and
surprises we
proper.
had to look out for? Or you want to keep it a surprise?
Huh?
Any surprises we can look out for? Or you're going to keep it a secret?
Yeah, we'll keep it a
secret?
secret. Whatever surprise it is that I have up my sleeve, you know, in terms of performances. I can't, you know.
Nice. Well,
But just know you'll see hot dancers on the stage. You'll see me on the stage, good and proper, shaking that body.
Yeah.
I wanna ask you a question, Jadelle. It have a tendency when females hit that Army Fest stage, they like to leave the stage and go in the crowd. They like to surf.
Oh gosh.
Oh, man, I don't have that type of song. I like pop songs and stuff. I really have that. So I want to be seen right now. I think I'm a face, the name to match the song.
Yes.
So I have to be seen on that stage.
Okay,
To be,
Yeah, we feel you.
you know?
Jay is not a crowd surfer.
Yeah.
She too fancy for that. Trust and believe.
Yeah. She's sexy too. We want
Nah,
to see.
I'm
Yeah.
not talking about the
You
jiggy
can
jump.
imagine
Maybe if
that
I get a wild out song,
Yeah.
maybe she gets it come.
Yeah, exactly. You can imagine that men cupping a feel on Jada when she's surfing.
Nah, Jada, stay on the stage. Stay on the stage.
darling.
Yeah, because then
I
she
just
comes in the crowd,
afraid.
she
I
will
don't know. I can't trust people like that. I afraid I jump and they let me fall. You understand?
They
That's
will
another
not
thing.
let you
Yeah.
fall. I'm sure about that. But you might make it back on the stage. Somebody might take you home.
Yeah, they might see Jadelle going to the gate.
You know?
Indeed. Well, Jay, we're not going to keep you much longer. Like we said, this is going to just be a short pop-up interview.
Yes.
Right? So we're going to say, all right, big up yourself.
You don't know.
Say something nice
Shake
about Army
up
Fed.
your body,
Say something nice about Army Fed before you go now.
I barely hear you all.
We said say something cool about Army Fed before you go. It's your girl. You're going to be there. Talk to the people. She ain't hearing us at all. She not hearing.
I can't hear you all at all, though.
No problems.
All right, guys.
Bye,
But
Jadelle.
thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
I hear you a little better now.
All right, darling.
Bye,
Take
Jadelle.
care. Darling says bye.
Yes.
We had to keep it moving with the technical issues. But guys, that was Jadelle, and of course she's gonna be at Army Fest where Island Girl Talk will be alongside O.U.R Radio.
Yep.
O.U.R Radio is Trinidad and Tobago's #1 online radio station, doing some big things. You can check out, indeed, you can check out all the other programs like 2 Jamits,
Yes.
TTNL, The Grind,
Yes.
and of course the ever educational Black to Black. You understand?
And of course, no biasness, but Island Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Island Girls, big me up, as Neicy like to say. All right, guys. One more thing. We have one more announcement for you. We have the Stag Stage, which returns to the rhythms of the great soca art form. This Thursday, the 26th of January, we head to Rising Star Restaurants and Hookah Lounge with Viking Ding Dong.
What?
Ivor George.
Yep.
Fanal.
Yep.
Hola Tunji. Hola Jaiga. Mikhail Teja.
Woo.
Shakni King GI. And Nisha Beale.
So she said,
Yes,
Neicy there.
I-
Like a whole vibe.
So she said, I was like,
Guys, showtime is at 8 p.m. and of course, admission is free. So head down to Rising Star Restaurant and Hookah Lounge on the 26th of January, this Thursday, to see those fantastic stars. All right, the Stag Stage. Big up Stag. Stag, big up you. Yes, I. And with that, we continue.
What we do?
I don't know.
I don't know
These
where we are
days,
going.
I'm like a shadow. I just play it my
Just say the we. Just say the we and let Krystal say the ending.
Oh gosh. Right. Oh gosh, but we have a lot to deal with today. But we're gonna get back to our fantastic host Daniel Loveless in the house. Right? And I sure it doesn't have a soul in the Caribbean who doesn't know Daniel.
Yeah.
I am honored.
Exactly. But you should be.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, a lot, you know, like
Yes.
we could
You're
fit
doing-
in suitcases and stuff. So
Yeah, I can't the Island Girl team in
Hey,
we ready to pop because you're always in an island.
Yeah.
Always in an island.
But of course, we want to get back to Daniel. And for those who are living under a rock, because you had to be if you don't know who Daniel is, right? We're going to just focus a little bit on your career.
Thank
tell
you.
the people how this came to be, how you became known as the Daniel Loveless of what you know.
And
So,
if you didn't know before, then
now you
Now
know.
you know.
You know what you need. So tell the people a little bit about your journey, as always.
Okay, no problem. You know, I started What You Know 7 years ago. It was actually a social experiment. That a friend of mine recommended that he liked my personality. He was a leader in a church that I attended. And he was like, hey, you know, you always acting in the plays in the church, you're always, you know, doing stuff in the church. So I think you'll do good with your own show. You deserve your own show. You're a star. So I say, yeah, I mean, doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Right.
So he say, yeah, well, let me go out the road and let me interview some people because you do good with people. I say, all right, let me do it. Right? And I had this idea for a show called What You Know. So I say, hey, what we go do? We'll go out on the street and we go ask some people some questions. If they answer correctly, we'll get them a little money or whatever. And we go call it What You Know. That was the initial name of the show. And you know, we just went out. He had a camera, he had a mic. So he park up in Port of Spain, he pull out the camera, he press record, and I was just like, hey, Trinidad and Tobago, this is your boy Daniel. And we out here in Port of Spain. And let me see what you know. And we just went up to random people, talked to people. It was like Carnival Saturday, so it was like kiddies Carnival going on. And I just talked to people, ask them some simple questions. What are the emblems? You know, what's the national motto, national birds, etc. Not really thinking that it would really turn into something, because you know, it was by accident that he just said, hey, let me do this. We edited the video, we put it out, and the video just went viral.
And that was the first one.
That was the first video.
Wow. You didn't even have to try hard.
Yeah, the thing just went viral. And, you know, I posted it to my personal account on Facebook, Daniel Loveless. And I say, you know what, better I create a page for it. That might make sense, you know. So I decided, well, instead of calling it What You Know, I say, you know, to tie it back to the Caribbean and the Trini roots, I say I'll call it What You Know instead. Created a page. People started to like the page started to grow, and I just kept making videos over and over and over, and that was the start of What You Know 7 years ago.
It's the responses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Them responses.
I like too how someone recognized your natural
Yes.
talent,
Yes.
and yes, that is what I like. We need more of that.
Yes.
In Trinidad.
You always have to have
More-
somebody
yes.
to believe
I
in.
like the fact that somebody came to you with an idea and you didn't shut it down.
Yes.
You was ready to like
Just open to it,
let me see what this do.
So Daniel,
You know?
at what point you recognize, hey, there's a thing, I want to take it overseas because you're all over. We just mentioned
Right.
that. So at what point?
I think at the point I was at my 3-year mark of doing what you know. And you know, I went to every place in Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm a person that always seeking growth. Like I always trying to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And you know, I was telling myself, oh gosh, you go Port of Spain so much at time, screw up so much at time. You know, you're always there. So I say, yeah, well, probably it might be a good idea to try to take it to a another Caribbean island. I didn't have a visa at the time, so I said I had to do Caribbean. And I went to a meeting at the Hyatt to meet with founder of some page. The Good Quote is the name of the page. I don't know if you guys know that page, right? So Roxanne, she's the founder of that page, and she was in Trinidad, and she was like, "Hey, I want to find out more about the creative industry in Trinidad." So I went, had some sushi, and I was leaving. Roxanne is not even a very important part of the story. So I leaving now, Hyatt, and there's this guy. He was like, "Hey, what you know?" He said, "I'm from Toronto." And
Amazing.
I really like your show. I said, bro, thanks. But he said, yeah, bro, we gotta bring you up to Toronto, and I'm on Drake's team. And I always meet people who say these things.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, Drake, and yeah, you're gonna bring me to Toronto. Okay, cool. So he said, yeah, come chill with me. And so I just sit down, talk with him. His name was AK. And he left. He went back to Toronto. I didn't think that anything would come out of it.
Right.
And he really followed up on his word. He sent me the letters, etc., to get my Canadian visa. And Toronto was the first place I went out of Trinidad.
Yes. Amazing.
Yeah.
And he didn't really ask for anything. He's a promoter up there. He has a carnival band up there. He just brought me up, put me up in a 5-star hotel.
5 stars.
Yeah, he didn't ask for anything.
Yeah,
He just says like, bro, you just do your thing. I just want to see you win. You just go out, record, make content, and that's it. And I just went out there, and that was the first time leaving Trinidad, So I was like, damn. And when I saw out there, I see the lights and, everything, I was like, when I came back to Trinidad, I said,
There's a day.
yeah.
There's a
I
day.
can't get this opportunity and not keep.
Use
I
and
can't just come back to Trinidad and just go and read my Port of Spain and do that. And I didn't have a visa at the time, so I just started to touch all the Caribbean countries. I went Guyana, I went everywhere in the Caribbean, just off of not wanting to remain stagnant. So I did that one destination tour. And I said, if I do one, I could do 3.
Yeah.
Then I do 3. Then I did that 8 destination tour. And I was like, okay, cool. Then I went to Dubai. I just keep wanting to do more.
Yeah, like Question though. So, you had to go Canada and then to the different Caribbean islands. So that therefore you had to do research for your craft. Because when you're asking them in Canada, you have to do research on them.
Yes. So what I would typically do is research a place that I go before, learn a little bit about what's the anthem, what's the national birds, etc. Ask the same simple question that I would ask in Trinidad, and then throw in some questions about the place.
That's good.
Yeah.
So tell us about your team. Like, who is a part of this baby empire that you're building?
Right. Well, when I started, it was just me and the guy who, Noel, he helped me to start. But he was working, he was busy. So now I was doing photography. So luckily I knew a few people in the industry who could help me out, and they would just come and help hold a camera, etc. But when I started to travel, it was only me. So I would go to all these locations alone, not doing anything. I would just literally book flights. I would come to Trinidad. I would get little gigs, how many ever gigs I could get. Take all that money, book flights, and I would just travel the world by myself. How I was able to do it, my audience, I would tell people, hey, the whole team coming together. When I say the whole team, I the team.
Yes.
The whole team. We be pumping,
I love that.
And people would reach out, and then based on them reaching out, random people. I would teach them how to use the camera, and they would record what for me.
Yes.
And I did that over a period of years.
Amazing. But you're now in a position, I mean, you're probably already doing it.
Yeah.
But now to to facilitate your travel, sponsors.
Yeah. Well, now,
Yes.
I mean, it happened now over the years. I mean, a lot of tourism boards bring me to the different countries to do stuff.
Because you're part of the Trinidad fabric now.
Yeah.
You're representing for tourism.
I know, right?
Yes.
I've even had the tourism ministry support me on doing a tour I did recently. They support a lot, so it has become easier. I've been able to hire people, editor, assistant, social media manager. I bring my brother on board to do all the videos, so he just travel all over the place with me because I can afford to carry people along with
who
me
much
now,
is
right?
given, much more.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself.
You can't just, you're growing, so the team have to expand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But he invested, he took his money and, made some bold moves.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. I will say that you were one of the inspirations when, we spearheaded Island Girls.
Right.
So, because I was like, I asked a couple of people, I said, but what I wonder how, because I was wondering if it was just you alone or if it was a team, but it looked like it was a team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I envisioned it. I try to make it look so. Yeah.
Exactly. And
You lied to us.
He saw the dream until the dream is the dream.
Yeah.
I was like, something so simple could be so amazing.
I agree
you
with
know what
you,
I mean?
yes.
And it's education, it's fun, it's bite-sized type of like I like to say nuggets of education and that kind of
It's
thing.
very educational.
So,
Because now when people get it wrong, we just get it right.
Yeah.
Congrats to you. Big up
Thank you. Thank you.
Daniels, indeed. And that's what we talk about when we say ambition.
Yeah.
Active ambition. Yes, I.
Can't put us in a juice. Yeah,
Yes. A good rep for today, guys.
Yes.
Perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to move on a little bit. We know that you've been doing some other features as well.
Yeah.
You did. You worked with, or you still work with Tempo Networks for Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Right. Tell us what that experience was like, because
Yeah.
it's fantastic. It is.
That was a very eye-opening experience because when they contracted me to host season 1 of Hot Ones, I thought in my mind, like, I just do what so I just go, this is going to be easy. I can go in there. But what I realized, being in a studio, in a quiet environment, just kind of facing, one person talking to one person, it was a very, it's something that I needed to adjust to. So in the first 2 episodes or so, I went into it like, hey, there's a boy there. But so I needed to be a little more reserved. And, So that quieted my ego a little bit, So it taught me that different situations will require different skill set. But Dr. Frederick Morton, the CEO of Tempo, he would work with me
really
and he kind of helped me to get to where I needed to be. So that was a really, really good experience.
But you rose to the occasion, though.
Yes.
You did really, really well.
Thank you.
But what I want to know something, right? Because I seen them flying off the handle with all these peppers again, hotter and hotter. And you supposedly eating
No,
were
we
you
don't trust
really
that.
eating the pepper?
Yeah, what do you mean? I like pepper.
So listen, you were partaking in the hot sauce at the same time as them.
It used to be a little less. It used to be a little less. Because I had to interview them,
I was like, no way, they getting so worked up and you eating. I said, I sure he not eating the same pepper that he eating Tabasco.
I used to see these snippets, but one of the ones that I took in any full capacity, I was doing some research for a program that I was doing with, and you had on Jaron. So I was literally watching that episode to get my questions for my interview.
Look at that.
And I'm seeing Jaron like,
pressure.
we had a whole segment in the interview that's talking about that, and he was like, never again. Never again.
Wickedness.
I wouldn't even get past the first bottle. Trust and believe. Ladies?
Yeah, so tell us, what other projects and collabs have you been working on, outside Tempo?
Well, right now, I did season 1. I did season 1, Hot Ones with Tempo. And right about now, so after I did that, then I proceeded to go on a tour. So I went to Dubai. So that's another eye-opening experience, just experiencing a different culture, and doing what in that space. And right now I kind of just focus on the carnival season, trying to touch. This is the first time that I'm actually touching all the various festivals fets to do what, in a kind of meaningful way.
Yeah.
So it's like before I wouldn't like take it that serious and look to go everyone, but this one I really, doing it. And right after Carnival, I'm looking to do a Caribbean tour. So I'm trying to touch all the Caribbean countries and the ones that I kind of didn't touch before. Kind of just reconnect with the fan base. Because, since COVID, I think I wasn't able to visit a few of them. So I can kind of reconnect with fans across the Caribbean.
Right. Make sure and do us when you see us out and about.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because I know, I know the fact that we making getting wrong at so much.
Especially the spelling one.
Yeah.
I'm like, Arian is really getting mad. It's not that boy, what you talking about?
Listen,
I will definitely. I'm a maths teacher,
right.
so when it's time to ask the English questions, you will ask Chris.
Yeah.
Right? My students in school correct me, Miss.
You can ask about calculus.
Yeah, I will do that.
Maths, not English.
ask me anything food related.
Oh my goodness, but it has really get vexed with some of them, because he's be asking the
easiest questions.
Thank you. I think I saw the last clip where the lady say asked about the emblems, and when they finally asked her, she still didn't know. So where's the point? You bring it up. I'm like, check.
Oh gosh.
We invested in this,
I realize.
We really invested in this.
Yes,
But then too, sometimes when I put somebody on the spot, they get
true.
Because
she asked me a question already. I haven't released the interview as yet. I'm gonna release it. But she asked me to spell precipitation, and I could not spell it for some reason. I am trying. I don't even think if I try to spell it right now, I'll get it. It's just like I could write it on paper,
Sometimes
but
they just have brain
on
freeze.
this,
On the spot is what us do that, man. Yes,
I understand.
So we coming down to just a couple more. For those who are looking up at you now and wanting to possibly follow in your footsteps or using you as a gauge, what advice would you give to them?
One of the biggest pieces of advice that I would give to someone looking on right now is that you got to remember that if you want to do something, you got to be able to forge a path on your own. You got to be able to create a way for yourself, Yeah, because a lot of people they sit and they wait for things to happen, and that was my formula was not sitting and wait for something to happen. So it's like I would advise anyone, even to this day, like as much as there are sponsors and businesses doing good, etc. To this day, I still continue to forge a path for myself. Like let's take Carnival season for instance. Like none of these feds contracted me to come to the fed to do anything, because I'm not necessarily like an artist to say you can book me to come and sing. And I made my own schedule. Like I told myself I want to go to all these feds and do what and I made the connections to make that happen. I could have been home sitting down waiting. I could have been contented.
You could have gone to the feds and fed.
Correct. I don't need to go and do what I don't have to do it, but I created that schedule for myself to go there. Look, the Caribbean tour, I'm telling you guys, is coming up. There's no sponsor for it, like probably as yet, but sponsor or not, March, we're going on tour. So it's just about being able to forge a path for yourself, and it's simpler than you think. Plot out a way. Just do it. Correct.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Nike.
And you know what? Build it. And they will come.
I agree with you.
Always.
So just to piggyback on that question, I know you're speaking the just do it, but are there any points where you face fear and you have to face yourself and go against, go up against your ego or the fear factor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's about accepting the fear and finding ways to overcome it.
Right.
Feeling the fear, like you gotta feel your fear, feel the fear, and then proceed to do something about it, and also be okay with failure. Like sometimes you may set things for yourself that you wanna achieve, and probably you may not achieve it in the time space that you set out to achieve it. But from what I've realized, every time I set something for myself and I do achieve it in the time space that I hope to achieve it, I just keep going. The next day I wake up and do it again, like literally. And pay attention to your time, manage your time. And when you start to manage your time and you manage the things that you do, you begin to realize that great things will happen for you. Like I schedule every single hour of my day by the day. From 4 a.m. I'm up, 5 a.m. on the gym.
You have read certain books.
A lot of them. And that has helped
sounds very familiar.
in the development. So I would say just
We love it. We love it.
Face the fear, overcome it, and keep going. Feel and then feel again, and then keep trying.
That's good advice.
That's one of the best books you've read. That's
one of the best
that
books.
helps with your branding and that's the mindset.
The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson is one of the books that I read that really, really changed, my perspective on a lot of things. And it just, one of the concepts in the book just speaks about how your simple daily actions added up over time leads to a greater result. And those simple actions could lead to your great result, like your success, your greater success, or your failure. So it's like you are responsible for the result that you get. Right. So it's like if you practicing bad actions each day, it may not show up in the now, like probably maybe let's say unhealthy eating or and in the now it won't show up, but over time it would lead to something. But if you probably eat healthier over a period of time, it will also lead to something. So that just taught me that I never blame anything for my failure. Like if I fail on something, I know that I would have had to be doing these small little things that would have contributed to that failure. Yeah. And if I want that to overturn to success, then there are small things that I need to do. And also it won't happen overnight. Yep. It is progressive now.
Yeah. It's sending me down a road in my mind right now. It doesn't have to do with food though. Yeah.
Everything is about food, Chris. In my mind. Everything is about food.
And I imagine if he is here talking and inspiring us, what he's doing for others, they also have their plans and goals. Yeah. So thanks for that.
No problem.
Daniel, before we wrap up this second interview, tell the people how to reach you online, please.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at I am Daniel Loveless, and you could follow What You Know at What You Know TT. We also have a Facebook page where we post all the full episodes. It's What You Know, and on YouTube you can check us out on What You Know on YouTube.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Look, we have Kyle Grants. Big up you, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
He says, nothing happens by accident, my friend. That was your destiny.
Thank you.
He says you have a natural positive energy that will only bring you success.
Yeah.
Bigger things to come for sure. Blessings to you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyle.
And you didn't see how everything just fell into place.
It did. It did.
Walking places, meeting people. Yeah, that's amazing.
Eating sushi.
Yeah. Come on, sounds like a fair
There's
trade.
something I want to say, but I want to go down another long philosophical
say it.
thing.
It's all right.
There's just something I saw online that talked about when people, they talk about law of attraction or this or that or manifesting. All that's BS, right? You pray to God.
Yes.
But what they don't tell you, right? Because, somewhere in the Bible, I'm paraphrasing now, ask for what you want and the Lord will give it to you.
Yeah.
But what they didn't say, because he actually pointed out that they took out a part, they redacted it, and they actually tell you how to ask. They say ask in the Bible, but ask with the feeling. Let it wash over you. Like with again, I'm paraphrasing. Ask with the feeling of it washing over you, like it's already in existence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Feel it, breathe it, laugh it. However it's supposed to make you feel, you feel it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you ask and you continue in your life with that feeling. I mean, it might be hard, but if I'm sure you had what you know on your mind every day since the inception.
And it still is,
right? So
every minute,
Going on
on
Island
tour.
Girl Talk every single day. You have it in your mind because it's now in the fiber of your being. It's who you are now. So it must come into existence.
Yeah.
And that's how you ask God for what you want. Not just, God, I want a car. Vroom, vroom. And then you go on to work and go, I have no money and I know this. No, you got to feel it. You got to envision it. You got to, and it must be a part of your of everything that you do.
Of your essence,
So that's just
I think
what I was
it's
thinking.
like along the lines of be anxious for nothing, but with prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, know that your request is answered.
You know your thing.
I feel I had to be a thing, I had to find out first if it blasphemy. We have Fire Wolfman saying lots of gems dropped today. Keep it up, man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Guys, we're gonna go to a quick commercial, but we don't go too far because we're coming back with Sip and Spill with Daniel. We
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
Before we go, know that Island Girl Talk alongside O.U.R Radio.fm. We're gonna be at Army Fest.
You don't know.
Guys, Army Fest. Do you'll see us in a few events coming up, so don't worry.
It might be somewhere this week.
Yes, it might be on a Wednesday, but actually we're gonna be doing Soca Love Story this Thursday for Woodford Cafe's Carnival series, and we're gonna be doing some, interviews there, talking to people, checking out the show and that kind of thing. So look out for us this Thursday with TTNL in the house. Keeks and Nave, you're gonna be there too. So make sure that you all tune in this Thursday as well. Shawna, take it to winner, girl.
Right, guys. So Stag Stage is back with the biggest artists. Thursday, the 26th of January, 8 p.m. at Rising Star Restaurant and Hookah Lounge. But guess what?
What?
Admission is free. Boy. Featuring Viking Ding Dong, Iowa George, Irfan Als, Ola Tunji, Jaiga, Mikhail Tadja, Chutney King, G.I., and Nisha B. Long live Soca and Stag.
Yes, I. So be there, right? It's free, all. We like
Come
free.
on, man,
Right? Free. And with that, we wrap our spotlight segment with our co-host, Daniel
Yes,
Loveless.
sir.
He holding down the fort real good.
And y'all, we making good time.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a quick commercial, and we will be back with more Island Girl Talk right here on OURradio.fm.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Lost in the rhythm, lift up my spirit, high up like the ceiling. Come now, let we build it. Lost in the rhythm, you lift up my spirit, high up like the ceiling. Calling out the village, let me hear you sing it. Give me the power, let it rain. Give me the power, let it rain. So when I don't know, there is a vibe you bring to my meditation. Searching all around, and I feel you out there in the crowd. I hear it loaded in the drum. I smile, I dance, a vibration and a balance. I chant, I stop, I call it for the energy to come. Come now, lost in the rhythm, lift up the spirit, high up like the ceiling. Come now, let we build it. Lost in the rhythm, you lift up the spirit, high up like the ceiling. Calling out the village, let me hear you sing it. Give me the power, let it rain now. Give me the power, let it rain down. This is a part of we mystical energy. I know. See, universally, we sing this song to make you fall in love. On your heartbeat jump. I smile, I dance, a vibration and a balance. I chant, I stop, I call it for the energy to come. Come now, lost in the rhythm, lift up the spirit, high up like the ceiling. Come now, let we build it. Lost in the rhythm, you lift up the spirit, high up like the ceiling. Calling out the village, let me hear you sing it. Give me the power, let it rain now. Give me the power, let it rain. Lost in the rhythm, lift up my spirit, high up like the ceiling. Come now, let we build it. Lost in the rhythm, you lift up my spirit, high up like the ceiling. Calling out the village, let me hear you sing it.
Forbes, you ready? Tyker, stay up there, stay ready.
She's the voice of the backyard, speaking truth when the weak find it hard. From the twin island of Tobago and Trinidad, I want you just make way for the.
I come for the bacchanal. I don't want no time for petty girl, no way. Whining long low in front the bar. Yes, all year round it's Jamet season. Wine in the road, I don't need a reason. My mouth is a menace, but eyes not treason. Cokes in my hand, I'm ready for the beating. Say what I want, they go call me a hater. Don't have no kitchen and I don't cater. Can't take the Jamet now, check me later. It's Jamet woman who slice down baker. I come for the bacchanal. I don't want no time for petty girl, no way. Whining long low in front the bar. Yes, I pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. When we go up, we stay up. Pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. Come get hands, but fight down your sister. Talk a big talk, but your actions sinister. Run mouth of water like big minister. Give me a break or use a damn faker. 3-line flambeau set for rebellion. We on the front line with all rebel them. Build the community with all my friend them. Jamet nation, this is your anthem. Resistance, ring it, we go fling it. If you have a truth over there, then bring it. Bring it to my crow, my table, my center. It's a Jamet takeover. I come for the bacchanal. I don't want no time for petty girl, no way. Whining long low in front the bar. Yes, I stay up. Pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. When we go up, we stay up. Pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. No one is doing a call it coming up. My knees, boy, my knees.
You better get it, jam it some room before you get beat like a bottle and spoon. I beg you just give it, jam it some room before you get licked with a cookie and broom. How are you doing?
Hey, Forbes, you tell about man, you know up here. Oh, what hide? Die hide, too? Don't come up here if you ain't no rum. Go on, with the cup. Pour the thing, no man.
It feel good to leave the house, come out the road and hold a vibe and hit a party with you. Bring a bacchanal. All drinks premium. We could take a straight shot, so baby, we could take it slow.
I promise when I hold on to you, baby girl, they ain't no letting go.
Like a couple more waist and your bumper engage. When we come out of it, every road is the stage.
Come let we pump like blood. In every vein, you very dirty like water. In every drain.
Rep your flag to the sky, let it fly like a plane when some living like hell.
Heaven we say, oh.
Feel good to leave the house, come out the road and hold a vibe and hit a party with you. All drinks premium, we could take a straight shot, so baby we could take it slow.
I promise when I hold up to you, baby girl, they ain't no letting go.
Like a couple more waist and your bumper engage. When we come out of it, every road is the stage. Oh, the situation made you happy or sad. Some was following protocol while some was being hardened. Some was trying recipe, some planting garden. Thank God this plague went into hiding like Bin Laden. Yeah.
Honestly, I miss my people every day. Every night before I go to sleep for you I pray. Life is joy and sorrow, I laugh and cry. I feel good to see we say.
We pump like blood, in every vein.
You very dirty like water, in every drain.
Rep your flag to the sky, let it fly like a plane when some living like hell.
Heaven we say, oh.
Feel good to leave the house, come out the road and hold a vibe and hit a party with you. All drinks premium, we can take a straight shot, so baby we can take it slow.
I promise when I hold up to you, baby girl,
box and the show that they up the lime like long time. Long time. Boss with the king and now with the queen I join cause I'm a long time.
Look, we outside again, we drinking again, we fetting again, we partying tonight, we on the big stage again.
The show we in Port of Spain and together,
no social distance again. Come let we pump like blood, they never refrain. Juvie we don't feel like water, they never retrain.
Rep your flag to the sky, let it fly like a plane when some living like hell.
Heaven we say, everybody know. We feel good to leave the house, come out the road and hold a vibe and hit a party with you. All drinks premium, we can take a straight shot, so baby we can take it too. I promise when I hold on to you, baby girl, they ain't no letting go.
Like a couple more waist and your bumper engage. When we come out of it, every road is the stage.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Sponsor business. That's what I like. All right, we are back with more Island Girl talk. It's the Island Girls. They hate it when I do that. I'm Krystal Khayne.
Trinidad Shawna.
Neicy.
And of course, we've got Daniel Loveless.
Yeah.
Our co-host for Guys Perspective today. Guys, if you're just joining us, you've missed a fantastic topic of the day. We were just throwing questions at Daniel and he handled it like a boss, like a pro. Mr. What You Know. They didn't call him that for nothing. You know, but now it's time for Sip and Spill. Cheers. She getting on that?
Yes.
Put a camera on
Where
Daniel.
we sip.
Where we sip, yes.
And
we spill.
Right.
What we spilling, Daniel? Ready yourself, boy. Ready yourself. But of course, before we get there, we have a couple things to do. And of course, we would like you guys to make every moment extraordinary with Caribe Hard Cider. Try the all-new cocktail-inspired mimosa, the champagne-inspired brut, and don't forget rosé with the same refreshing taste you love. Caribe Hard Cider, new look, new flavors, new taste experience.
This is real good.
Drink responsibly, Daniel. You like it, huh?
Yeah, I like it. They need to make it in the big bottles.
Yeah, that shot on Daniel. They'll hold it up there. Yes, I, Daniel. That's a good thumbnail right there. Indeed. All right, guys. And of course, y'all, as you know, we are going to be at Army Fest, right? And we're going to be rapping for the ladies like Nadia Batson, Patrice Roberts, Jadel, who we had in an interview earlier today, Nessa Preppy, Lil Bits. You understand? We rapping for the ladies at Island Girls, on Island Girl Talk at the Army Fest. Yes? So, I mean, we there. We out and bad. Oh, it's so
Out
quiet.
and bad.
Well, ain't getting hyper for Army
Not
Fest
as yet.
Army Fest is one of the fest, you know. Don't get twisted, you know.
Not as yet.
Right?
The hype in the momentum, it building.
It building.
It's in that
Wait, reach
process.
on.
Yes,
Wait, reach
fine.
the foot.
Yeah.
Reach by the foot.
Okay.
Okay.
Manisa
It don't reach over my head.
Manisa
And of course, we got Stag doing some great things with O.U.R Radio. Neicy, take it away.
Listen, oh yeah, the Stag stage is back. Right, with some of your biggest artists, and it's happening this Thursday, 26th of January at 8 p.m. at Rising Star Restaurant and Hookah Lounge.
Indeed.
And hear this now,
Who?
Trinis, what we like? Free thing.
So it's free.
Admission is free. And it has an all-star cast featuring the likes of Viking Ding Dong, Iowa George, Irvin House, Ula Tunji, Jaiga, Michael Tasha, Chutney's King, G.I., and Nisha B, and a whole lot more. So definitely check them out.
Check them out. Yes,
Sounds
fine.
great.
And with that,
We commence.
we commence, boy. We commence our sip and spill.
Oh, yeah, my voice coming back.
Daniel.
He talked to me.
Ready yourself. Ready yourself. Napoleon beats
Already. So I could plead the fifth once.
Once.
Once you plead in the fifth.
Okay, good.
Who wants to start? Shawna, no
Shawna.
easy thing.
Yeah.
No easy thing.
No, well, it's an easy one.
Shawna
It's a
always
easy
want to
one.
start
So here,
easy.
say this one.
Tell me.
Easy. Have you ever stolen anything like a candy bar or anything from a corner store or supermarket?
Yeah, asking the man if he ever shoplift.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, well, when I was traveling in cash, I accidentally forgot to cash some stuff. So I
So you accidentally didn't remember.
I didn't remember. And once I also went in a store in Trinidad, right? And I was trying on our slippers, right? And I kept that slippers because the other slippers was like bursted now.
Right.
And they didn't cash it. So I was, that is my problem.
Confessions of Daniel.
I would have
When you
carried
think
back.
you know, you don't.
Yeah. I say,
And then that became your favorite slippers, eh?
yeah.
Because it was free.
Easy, sir.
Who wants to go?
I want to start a little bacchanal.
I'm here.
Start the things.
We putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite soca artist, male and female? Only pick one.
Yeah, only pick one.
Male and female.
Female, I'm definitely gonna go with Naira Blackman.
Yes.
Really
Nice.
like.
Right.
Really like Naira Blackman. In terms of music, I would say Patrice Roberts.
Okay.
But Naira. Right. Male favorite soca artist. I just had to go with Marshall,
He's
just
the standard.
yeah. But after Marshall, I'll go with voice.
Okay.
In terms of currently trending and tune and then voice. Yeah.
Good choice.
Nice.
I've got one.
Yeah.
Little deep, not too deep. But how would your best friends describe you?
Slippers,
I gotta ask them.
Slippers,
How do the people closest to you describe you?
I think you might get from them that really outgoing, like to have a good time, strong-minded, go-getter, doesn't like to lose. He must win at everything. There's a little competition in the gym. I must win. I always will try to win.
When you wake up this morning, he's a winner. Yes,
All right.
Indeed.
Have you ever been caught cheating?
Have I ever been caught cheating? No.
Yeah.
Black men don't cheat.
Better say that is
Black men don't cheat.
Yeah, I don't know doctor. Them questions.
now go and say
I didn't want to make it too powerful.
Because you asked him, have you ever been caught?
Yeah.
Not being caught.
The question and answer already. The question and answer already. Let me drink a Caribbean.
Charlotte is watching. Yeah. Stop the nonsense. But yes, nice save, eh?
Yeah.
Nice save.
Yeah.
Next time we shall doctor it according to Neicy. Right, Neicy, you want to go through?
Yeah, I am
Talk to us.
mechanical person. So, what's the best advice you ever got from somebody in the industry, and who was it?
That's an excellent question. I love it. Kudos to you, Let's see. The best advice that I ever got.
From somebody.
There's the first one that stand out, so I'll just go with it. It was actually from JW. Right? I met him once on a music video set that I was featured in an Orphanals video. And the piece of advice that he gave was just to remember that just to always be a willing vessel. And it's like you are the vessel. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'm trying to.
That's where you got it from.
Yeah. Just trying to say that I was a vessel, and with a vessel, sometimes people come on the vessel, people come off.
Right.
Just gotta keep moving. So he was trying to imply that probably not all the time the hype might be there.
Right.
Not all the time you might have a hit song. In my case, a hit video. Not all the time the views might be high. Sometimes it might be low. Not all the time. You might feel like you have plenty fans, and then other times you do a video and it hit.
Yeah.
But just always remember that, be a willing vessel and just keep moving. The vessel don't complain, it's just keep moving with the sea, whether it's rough, whether people come on and use the vessel. But just be a willing vessel and don't
go with it.
Yeah. And that was real powerful, and I kept that with me, because it's like in the entertainment sometimes with the singing, sometimes you sing a hit song, sometimes you don't. With the videos, sometimes I do a video that hundreds of thousands of views, sometimes I do a video that 10,000 views, 5,000 views. Sometimes, people will react or want to. So it's just like, be a willing vessel. And that one stuck with me, for sure.
I like that. And
that was years ago. So look at how that one piece of advice just
stayed with you.
You should pay some commission.
What
I find so.
is your most embarrassing moment? And if you have one as an adult, I'd like to hear that. But if you can't remember, then
What is my most...
Yeah, that's if you done reach halfway already.
And then spill.
All right. As of recently, Marshall brought me to New York to do a show at his 40th anniversary concert.
Was that the Rose?
No, the Barclays Center.
Okay, cool. I don't know why.
Amazing show, by the way, right? So, we went to the show and, I had access to the backstage, everything. And, I was interviewing a lot of artists and I was interviewing an artist. His name is it Warner? Warner. I don't know if you know about Warner, but his name is Warner Hornog, and he sung a song with Marshall.
Warner.
Yeah. I was interviewing him, so I told him, hey, let me do an interview or whatever. So now we walk into the backstage area where he's staying, and in this room is like Voice and all the other artists. That Voice, I remember seeing Voice, and the guys was going, Natty and Thunder. Right?
Right.
So all of them now in one room, and it's separated now. She's like, I walking into the room to interview this guy. My mind is saying, damn, this is not a good idea because it's like, I'm loud. So it's like, no, in this very quiet room, because we're not outside and the show, I'm going to be loud. But I say, let me just roll with it. So I'm now going to interview Warner. And I was like, hey, Warner, spell this word or whatever. But he's not familiar with me. Like, he thought that it was like an interview asking about
his career.
Him or his career or something like that. And I asked the man to spell a word. And he was like, no, you're not going to embarrass me today. And he just walks out on me. And like he's like proceeds to curse or something like that. Like, he was like, no, he didn't understand. So he's like, you're not going to ridicule me today or whatever. So now
he was American.
Yes. You'll look him up.
Yes.
And he was just so angry, and I'm just there now because I'm hearing like Voice and his team cackling in the background, and then everybody is just like, oh my god, what are they thinking, what are they doing? And then Charlotte is there like, babe, let me just go. And I said, you just hush at this moment. I just remember taking the mic and I did what I do best. I tell the cameraman press record, and I was just like, yeah, we out here at the Marshall show. Like I just tried to do a save, and then I just left. But I was really angry.
What was the lesson you learned from that?
The lesson that I learned with that is to be careful with artists. So now what I do when I'm interviewing artists is that I craft questions for them.
Right.
As well. Like I just craft questions for them relating to them. So then I did an interview with Kes, but I didn't ask him to spell anything. I asked him about the inspiration behind his favorite song. And it was still a great interview. So it was an interview where I asked him questions and they felt intimidated, but it was all about them. So the lesson that I learned is to don't, unless you feel the vibe from the artist that they be okay with your questioning them or asking them, it's 2 + 2, make it about them and try to extract something from them that no other interviewer has done before.
Right.
The Horner man, did you let him know that the show was what you know and I'm going to ask you a couple of simple questions so he knew that he's going to be quizzed?
Yes, but I told him interview, I told him ask him a few questions, but it's like he just didn't get, he just thought, and he was so happy at first, like he take me into the room and he's so prepared to do this interview. And
you live
and learn, but that shit was embarrassing.
My goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So I asking the deep questions, right?
Talk to me.
How many times has your heart been broken?
Boy.
And it doesn't have to always, it could be romantic too, but your heart could break for other reasons. How many times?
I would say once. Once.
Care to divulge or no?
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't title it as heartbroken, but I was hurt, boy. I was hurt.
Yeah.
I was involved with this girl, and you go in, you be nice and thing, whatever. Something about the girl energy was off. The lesson in the end of this message is, fellas, never go to a woman's phone. Don't ever do that. But this is sure. We have time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, she come over and the girl sleeping. I say, God, boy, something just wrong, boy. Something just wrong. And I know the password because she didn't tell me the password. But men just pay attention now. So every time she thinking I don't pay attention. But here I forget it out. The fingerprints on the phone. The fingerprint marks, don't worry. So I don't watch the pattern of the. So I said, Daniel, I know any better. I said, Daniel, don't do it. Don't go to the phone.
That feeling, don't lie.
I talking to myself. I said, don't do it. I say, I'm doing it. Going to the phone, now the phone clean. The messages clean. The Instagram clean.
She wiping
the WhatsApp clean. Hold on.
She does clean.
But I know the ex name. So I say, Loveless, search up that name on that phone. I search the name. The name, 90 messages and 90 Instagram.
Thunder Casey.
But the mother telling she in a chat, you know, when you search on WhatsApp, you could see if that word was used. The mother was saying in the chat, she said, but you know, Daniel is a really nice guy. Why would you do that?
Oh my goodness.
Where are you? There's the time you're coming home 2 a.m. in the morning, and she was like, yeah, mommy, I know. So I then put 2 and 2 together. Only the story about to get steamy.
Okay.
So let me open the next Caribbean for me because they come bring the next Caribbean.
Open the next Caribbean. Wait, we have it up first.
Yeah.
He finished the Caribbean.
No, because so no, I go through the phone. So I put 2 and 2 together. I say, well, you went and check your ex. I get up and wake she up. We ain't living together or anything. Just come over for the night now.
Yeah.
So I go outside, I sit down, I say, wait, boy, Loveless, boy. This girl really on that, boy. I say, cool. I wake you up 3 a.m. in the morning. I say, hey, bro, let me drop you home. Wake you up 3 a.m. in the morning. Boy. What you talking about? And I say, well, that's all right. Yeah. I say, well, I ain't going through that.
Yeah.
I drop you home. Right? Cool. In the morning now, 8 o'clock now, she come back. Like she get a car and she come to check me or whatever. She said, well, boy, I sorry. And, you know, I didn't mean to, you know, thing. Listen, it's just like, I remember she using the words that she just needed one last time.
Oh, Lord.
Or is it last time she talking to him or something. So I say, all right. Cool.
Again, upset. Very much so. Triggered.
What you do? Let me know what you do. She said, well, she just, you know, he just come and pick she up. She just needed closure. She just come and pick she up. She went and they end up, you know, just drinking and, you know, just light some candles and that was it. I say, all right, cool. I say, all right, cool. I say, no.
She hit you the kumbaya conversation.
I say, all right, cool. They light up the candles and thing. Okay, cool. I say, all right, cool. I believe you. No scene. I guess she a blind. I say, we go still rock. Morning I drop she to work, but it bothering me.
Still.
Because I studying what happened that night.
Yeah.
I studying what happened and I go home, I trying to do some work, I try to edit a little video, but it bothering me. I go on and I search up the man on social media. I say, wait, boy, dog, but how I go get this man number to call him, boy? Call the man, boy, Loveless, boy. Call the man. No. The man just do Forex and things, so he number.
That's one question. Was this Daniel before what, you know?
No, there's Daniel doing what, you know? Yeah.
Okay, I respect what the man about as I respect all these things.
So I say good. I say I go in and call this man. So I call him man. I prepare myself. Okay, you know, men like
the burst.
Men like ranking thing now. I say, boy, next thing this man cost more. I say,
ask your girl.
I call him man. He say, yeah, who's this? I say, boy, there's Daniel. Daniel Loveless. Silence on the phone. So I waiting for him to hang up. He hang up. I say, yeah, what it is? I say, listen, dog, he's big man.
Yes.
I know. My girl come and check you, and I just want to know what is that about. She tell me it's closure or whatever it's case and thing. He say, well, yeah, boy, and thing. Hard luck about that or whatever, but it was really closure and thing. And he come and he tell me, he say, so I say, okay, what will you do? He say, boy,
gosh.
He say, boy, we just take a drink, we light some candles. That was it. So I find like this story
it's
the same now, boy.
It's too perfect.
So I say, wait, but I believe him. The man sound like a good fella. I say, all right, boy, brother, boy. I say, but this real body, man. I say this story song and I hear a little silence in the phone.
I would say we like Nah.
He said, brother.
We see, we hear, Gil.
He said, brother.
We hear.
I realize he's a real good man, and it kind of hurting me to have this conversation with you right now. So let me just be real with you. Me and this girl been together. The whole time the girl was with me.
Yeah.
Me and this girl been together, and he started just tell me every single thing. The girl used to be after work. She telling me she going on a run with her co-workers.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. So you see, after work when she running with her co-workers, yeah, it's me. She coming by.
Oh my gosh.
And
my heart hurting for you.
every time they meet up or whatever,
Yeah.
just in case I find out, I would have planned out the story.
So that's
to
how you
make
know
sure
about
that-
the candles. And yeah.
And boy,
Wow.
I don't know, but the reason why I don't call it a heartbreak is because I realized that I was just in a situation where I was in something that wasn't real now. And I think that that's how I process it. Like, how can you be hurt over something that really wasn't real?
Yeah.
It wasn't anything real. Like,
Learning experience.
yeah, I just was like, but it was, I really sit down for a few days and I said like, way boy, because it's like, the perfect horn is what I call it.
These are major.
They say when a woman
Perfect
plants
boy.
a horn,
You don't know it.
Yeah, no, you would never know. It's the mother sell she out. If that mother didn't
Yeah, they must
say,
say,
girl, how you go do that and that,
But your spirit wasn't easy too.
Because they see something told you something wasn't right with her.
Yeah.
And for most of the times in those type of situations, see when they could actually be honest with the person they're cheating on you with, that you could doctor it,
Then you know you're really.
Yeah.
But I get the guy kudos for coming
For
out
being
and
real,
saying-
because it would
Because
not be
you hear
easy.
the goodness in the man's voice,
Yeah.
in Daniel's voice.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to hear how you break it off.
Well,
Give me the practice.
I just sent you a message and say, girl, I know. I just tell you everything, man.
Mister, what you don't know?
And then she touching base with he, and he screenshotted and sent it to me. She said, how you go thing? And you know, we better than that. Because like they together a long time. That's your childhood love.
So then
it's
why,
like
then
they
why
just,
she needed you though?
I don't know. Well,
what you were
See how
supposed
men
to
that
do?
stick together too, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
everybody
don't
feels
know.
sorry for
Because-
Daniel too.
Because the family liked me
Yeah.
and they didn't like him, so I was the glue to the family.
And she got to still
And
have
she
cake
got to
and eat it,
and he was the but
That's a.
it ain't easy,
I'm
nah.
sorry, I asked that question, you know,
Yeah.
Daniel.
Nah, I happy to tell the story,
I
man.
wanna ask though, did it affect you moving on into other relationships with the trust factor and stuff?
For a little bit, I get Charlotte some beams in the beginning, but I mean,
And after a while,
yeah.
That's understandable.
Pressure.
All right,
Yes,
guys.
sir. Let's pick up the vibes. That's sorry,
Nah, don't be sorry. I call that the story of the perfect one.
Yes.
It's a short answer. Zodiac sign.
Pardon?
Zodiac
Cancer.
sign. Cancer.
A cancer, okay. So you're a little emotional.
I'm in touch with my emotions,
Yes,
very
I
much
like
so.
that.
Yeah.
I like that. Neicy, give me a carnival thing. Carnival question,
Still
Neicy.
recouping.
Listen.
From the,
My
let me ask
goodness.
you. So now that you're hitting all these events because you're out there.
Yeah.
But before you was out there, you ever had to like lie or run away from home to go to an event? Like mommy tell you no.
Yeah.
And you had to doctor a situation to
Soca Monarch. I used to always do that for Soca Monarch. I used to love to go Soca Monarch and just to see all these performances. But for some reason, mommy didn't want me to go. So
Oh gosh.
I had a sister. Well, I have a sister. I would say that I'm going by my sister, but really go Soca Monarch.
Okay. Well, mommy, if you didn't know, you know
No,
now.
you know.
Now you know. If you didn't know, you know.
Talk to me.
Should I just whisper something? You know, throw the other bus. You know, should I throw the other bus?
Where's that one?
I tried to quickly.
I realized they're already talking there. I
tried to ask the question she would normally ask now, but she didn't ask it.
Ask him about the deed in public. Ask him about the deed in
Chris'
public.
favorite
All right,
question.
so this question
Chris'
is
favorite
courtesy
question.
Shawna.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever done the deed, SEX,
Yeah.
in public? And where did you do it?
I plead the fifth.
Why did you say
Because I want to carry myself down that road with that cat.
I know why. All the time
Yeah.
on the side here was warm. Or you ask that question, I guess I feel cold.
Baby, what public me and you do anything in?
I know why you plead the fifth. Everybody knows Charlotte too. We cannot put that out there like that.
But it's going to be Charlotte taking up any pass or
But he had to
something.
be out and know how to call anybody else but Charlotte. You know?
Don't worry, Charlotte. You're safe with us. You're safe. It's
And this one is for wifey. I have a question, and this one is for you, but it's about wifey.
Yes.
What are the 3 qualities that you admire most about your bae?
Well, firstly, I mean, her drive, you know, to still be independent, although I have it. You know what I mean? I like that. I like that. That is one of the.
One little bit sing there. That is mine.
Yeah.
I love every inch of that. Yes, sir.
I love that. I love that about Charlotte. From the from the moment that I met her, you know, she had an office job at first, and you know, she had a goal to buy a vehicle, and she would have been working this office job, and then she get a next job in the night, so she working these 2 jobs. And then I come and tell babes, I travel, and you will come and travel with me. Forget that job, I go handle it. And then even while handling her, she still all these jobs, she you know, because she do promos and stuff, so the influencers, she going after it. And I bought her a car, and she's still, she's still going after it for the whole, from now till the whole carnival season, just booked up all these different jobs. And it's like, to know that you're rolling with somebody who, you know, I have it, like you don't have to do that, and she could have the expectation that, well, my man have it, you know, I don't do anything, and she's still going after it very hard.
It's nice to know that you have. It's nice to big up you.
One trait. Yeah, 2 months ago.
It's nice to know as a woman that you can have that security and that cushioning, but it shouldn't hinder your drive.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that.
And because if at one point Danielle needs that support, she would be
able to. And I like that too. I was telling her, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
And well, secondly, she really funny, and she just bring a lightness to any room that she walks into, you know. She just have a lightness about her that just it's so nice, you know. Sometimes she even sleeping, and it's so natural in her that I'll be talking and she'll respond in her sleep, like just a little gimmicks that she will do, and you know, she just so fun to be around. And you know, thirdly, she just a simple person.
She seems like a lovely girl.
Really, real nice.
Pimp out too, She can tipsy.
I saw one with Dexter that.
That's why the contract like these are your rules for when you go to this concert.
And she broke them.
She all of them was broken.
She's an amazing person, man.
Indeed. I think I want to wrap up with a simple one. Danielle, was it worth it?
It was definitely worth it. I was real excited to be here. Super grateful that you guys decided to have me as a guest, and you know, I love to be back sometime when I move to the new.
He took it from an island girl talk perspective. I was talking about your life and any decisions, anything that pops into your mind.
What was the question again?
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Oh, my career.
Anyways, whatever comes to my mind.
Well, I was thinking being here. It was worth it.
Guys, and with that, we wrap. Segment. Yes, cheers. Get Daniel in. Yes.
Man.
Indeed, you did well.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to take one more quick break, and we will be back with more Island Girl Talk. We got Neicy coming up, so don't go too far, right here on OURradio.fm.
That is man.
All right.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
for the eye contact. Father, if you send this lady, I just wanna tell you thank you, Jah. With that miraculous ways, me, I do not intend on leaving that. Just do what I say. Tell her when you look back at it, eye contact. I go make you feel my contact. I want you to watch your conduct. So when you start to fling that, look back, look at how it arch. Look back on its speed. Look back, look what you just caused. Look back, girl, you look normal, but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, girl, you know what you're doing. You waste for the eye contact, girl. Any man that get that rude, why no want to come back by you again? Hey, what's yet if you bust that rude smile, they will never look at you the same. Aye, girl, when you look back at it, eye contact. I go make you feel my contact. I want you to watch your conduct. So when you start to fling that, look back, look at how it arch. Look back on its speed. Look back, look what you just caused. Look back, girl, you look normal, but you know what you're doing. Boy, 6 a.m. by the van house, waiting, watching the trucks them load. We ready for road. We ready for road. Masqueraders them anticipating, careful the thing explode. We ready for road. We ready for road. Well, when the trucks them start to jam and drinks them in we hand, we enter warrior mode. We ready for road. We ready for road. But the road not ready for way. The road not ready for way. Well, they better get ready today. This fast we come back today. Masqueraders forward, 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 forward. This is the ambush. Put your two hand up. We coming whether you're ready or not. Masqueraders forward. No retreat, no surrender. Give them a time to remember. 'Cause this is the ambush. Put your two hand up. We coming whether they're ready or not. Coming to give them
Lil Natty and
Drop
Thunder.
I ready for
Yes,
you know.
right. That
Lyrical is
was
big in the
forward.
head.
Yes.
By lyrical Lil Natty and Thunder Boy.
Yes, it was
Shawna.
produced by Kyle Phillips.
Forward the ambush is what it
Yeah,
called.
I just want to
ambush.
say well done, B. You know,
Yeah.
lyrical is B, so I just want to say well done,
She
B.
It was
loves her
also
some
written by
lyrical.
Andre Jeffers.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, I believe he wrote Stage Gone Bad
It's
too.
the
So
build-up.
according to Kyle, it was like the part 2 of the Stage Gone Bad, which we really did get that vibe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what are you rating
Lil
that one?
Natty and Thunder, but with any song they drop on, they just be fire.
Daniel, what are you rating that one?
Nah, I rated 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's
Is that
a
really
good
nice
vibe.
song?
Yeah?
Is that 10 out?
Yeah.
Put a
10
camera
out of
on
10.
Daniel
It's a
there.
good vibe.
10 out of 10, you like it?
Yeah, I really
10 out
like
of
it.
10 out of
Yesterday,
10.
alright.
Indeed.
Tell my
indeed.
vibes there, for sure.
Forward, like you literally
Yeah, like you
felt
feel the
like-
energy, yeah.
And you can picture, like a picture in the securities, they like to hold
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
can
yeah.
pass. And then forward, I said there. Everybody
I
go
said
on.
there.
Neicy,
on the
what you
stage.
rating it?
It's B.
It's
20.
Yeah, 20.
Automatic 10.
Automatic.
All right, let me see what the comments saying. So Kester Campbell, does that sound new?
Casey is the winner of our first giveaway, Chris.
For the time.
Every time.
Every single time. Oh shucks, we actually gave him a hamper. All right then. Big up you, Casey. He says, love the show, ladies, as usual. You guys looking beautiful as always. Big
Thank
up the
you.
guest host. Big fan of yours.
Appreciate that,
Daniel.
man.
He says, ladies, get to what did he say? Ladies, get 2 men from different walks of life for a guy's perspective episode.
That's a real good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
that
see
would
where
be
the
the suggestions. That would be in the new room when we have more
Yeah.
space.
That'd be a real nice
Definitely.
idea. Yeah, yeah,
And let
yeah.
them just debate. Ooh, sounds juicy. And then we have Casey again saying, you found a gem, bro. Blessings, King.
Yeah, thank you.
And then we have Kyle saying, rumor is after the story of the perfect horn is when he turned his name to Loveless. I like that. Well played. That makes sense. correct?
No.
Okay, but he said that was from way back.
Yeah.
And then Kyle goes on to say, you could see this interview was therapeutic for him too.
Yeah. A therapy session.
Yeah, good lessons.
We do what we do.
Yeah.
We try.
He says, good lessons coming from a humble man.
Yeah, thank you.
We indeed loved having you on the show today, Danielle. For real,
I definitely
for real.
like your aura. Like normally when you meet people who are
good.
doing things, if you get ego from them, sometimes it's expected because they're already established. But to know that you're so big and grand and everybody loves you and you're still so humble and down to
Thank you.
earth, that is a lot. Keep
I
that
appreciate that.
Keep that up.
Dennis, say if you are still watching, please call us. We know we couldn't take your call earlier because it was right before Jadel's interview.
Yeah.
But feel free to call us before we go.
But
right?
don't call when I do my empowerment minutes.
That's all right. We will just keep going. All right, let me turn it over to the lovely Neicy. Do your thing.
She call me Neicy.
Neicy.
She just had a kind of
Gangster.
touch to it.
Drinking some.
Are you ready for that? And this is where I come in to ease the place and set the pace to take you through your week with what, ladies?
The Empowerment Minute.
Woosah.
Yes, I. Danielle, it's your turn now. It's your turn. Yes, you're starting over.
And this is where I come in to take you through the week with what, you guys? The Empowerment Minute.
Woosah.
Yes,
How did that feel?
Real good, actually. Yeah.
It does something.
Do you think
This week's quote is a very interesting one. I want you guys to open up your thinking caps. Sometimes in life, and the quote has begun, sometimes in life you have to be willing to lose the battle so that you can win the war.
Of course. Indeed.
Sometimes in life you need to be willing to lose the battle so that you could win the war. That requires you to have thinking for long term versus what is happening right now.
Yeah.
So
Bite the bullet.
sometimes even in situations where you're ready to take on certain fights, decide, is this a battle you want to win or do you prefer to win the war?
The war. I like that.
Always.
Yes,
Indeed.
Neicy
Well
with the
said.
gems.
Woosah.
Love that one this week. Love
Yes,
that one.
we love it. We love
Take
it.
fire ahead. Bite
Guys.
the bullet now.
Let me do this one more comment from Fire Wolfman. He
Yes.
says, Fire Wolfman is suggesting Tay and J Revolution get in the hot seat and have a debate. Well, yes, that would be.
Yes.
That would
We
be
might should have any opinion on that.
Yeah, that conversation would never
Go ahead,
end.
guys.
That's me. That's sit down here and
That
watch.
conversation would never end.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Neicy, we good?
Yeah.
Danielle, we good?
We good.
Shawna, we good?
We're good.
And with that, we're up! Yes, it's been lovely as always being here with you guys right here on Island Girl Talk. Look out for us next Wednesday. Oh, there's a possibility that we may not be here next Wednesday.
We'll keep you
because
posted. Stay tuned to the socials.
Well, we'll be here, but we won't be in studio.
Yeah.
We'll be at an event, so you'll still see us.
Yeah.
But we'll be at an event and we'll keep you all posted via our social media where that is concerned.
Yep.
But guys, keep it locked as always. Island Girl Talking on Wednesday, 12 to 2:30 p.m. But for Carnival, you're going to see us out and about with O.U.R Radio, Trinidad and Tobago's #1
Kicking
online
off.
radio station.
And kicking off tomorrow. Where would we be tomorrow, Chris?
Oh, we're going to be at
Soca Love Story with College Boy Jesse
With College Boy
at
Jesse.
Woodford Cafe alongside TTNL.
Indeed.
And Island Girls rapping for O.U.R Radio. So come on, you guys. It's going to be
right.
amazing.
And we also going to be at Army Fest.
Of course.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
with O.U.R Radio as well. TTNL, the Jammers, the Grind. Everybody going to be there for Army Fest, of course. And don't forget, let me do some stars now before we go.
Some what?
Some star scripts. Well, pull it up. We have to do our due diligence. Pull it up, Shawns. Right? Of course, Stag Stage is back. We're going to be at the Rising Star Hookah Lounge, right? It starts at 8 p.m. and it is free admission. And we have some big names like Iowa George, Viking Ding Dong, Nisha B,
Michael
Indeed.
Excellent.
All of them. Like, come on down. It's free, guys. I mean, when more you want than that?
Kicks
All
off
right?
at 8 p.m.
Indeed.
on Thursday, the 26th of January.
Yes.
The place to be is the Stag Stage.
Indeed,
at
indeed.
Rising Stars.
Guys, keep it locked and, keep tuning in with our social media for more updates. So we let you all know where and when your fave girl hosts are going to be.
Yeah.
Island Girl Talk, where women are free to simply be. Unapologetically. Keep it classy, guys.
Bye, guys.
Take your bed back and